All right, tonight episode with FD Podcast I got a special guest, a couple special guests is here. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Go on ahead.
It's your boy Westside got it, okay, little fish episode. Talking to Texas, you know what I'm saying? Child time, you already know we finna eat verse.
Man, you already know what it is, man. Jay Real the Realest, aka Rag Deuce, you know what I'm saying? Birds 52nd Street, Originals. Here to tell you how it is.
Big DA, West Side 5 Deuce Hooper, Gangster Crib. Straight out the H.
All right. Now a lot of topics been going on. We've been training. Who's been training lately? You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about the training system part, the training part, and how y'all feel about the downplaying part?
First off, cuz this ain't a trend, it's a way of life. Shit ain't for fashion, ain't for show, and ain't for play. So a bunch of homies that live for this shit and die for this shit. Bunch of homies locked up behind this shit. This shit far from a trend, cuz.
And on the adverse, on the opposite side, nigga, this shit been trending since before the internet.
But
Since before y'all knew what trending was. The group been trending. Nigga, we've been trending. We from South Central to South Africa. We got there before the internet. So when, like my groove was saying, this ain't for no clicks, likes, or views. You know what I'm saying? This is a lifestyle that some of us didn't have the opportunity of choosing. It was chosen for us. We've lost a lot of homies. Like you said, a lot of homies ain't with us. They locked down. A lot of homies is here, but been through it. Myself, shit, I've been I've been shot 5 times for this bullshit. So I don't want to hear nothing. Nobody got to say on no extra. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas ain't been through it. But that's not to say you can't fuck with it. Just got to get it right first.
And my thing is like we had a discussion off camera. I just be feeling like right now, like we could go back in time. The time once upon a time, the Bloods was leading and the Bloods was the hottest topic when it came down to Lil Wayne and shit. And then you had like bro say, the neighborhood nigga when they no jumper, and then we was like, damn, all right, when our turn, now it's our turn to light on us. But what we saying is we gonna keep it on our platform. We control our own narrative. We not gonna let nobody keep coming in and using the name and getting the money off us and then laugh at us in our face because they use our name and our likeness. You know, so that's my thing. My main thing is let's control our own narrative.
but
That's what I'm on. It ain't about no likes and clicks or views and none of that with me. It's about y'all got us fucked up, nigga. This Hoover on verse.
Specs. I feel where you coming from because I'm on that same type of timing too. When we could do a lot better and show people a different narrative. You know what I'm saying? People take what they see and they hear and they run with it. And they just judge people like how they did the homie Gumby, free Gumby, shout out Gumby. Like how
Free.
they did him. Everybody was so happy when he went to jail. That's all you seen was hitting my phone was here it is and this and that. So much about Gumby, people was ready to expose him and ready to add out. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like the real tone interview that he did about Gumby when he got locked up. I didn't like the blowjob Bob report either. I wasn't feeling it. Like, the man really made both of y'all platforms, to be honest. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all just bash them like that. That ain't cool. Then you feel like you can open up a path for other people to bash us too. Nah, this is where we stand up and we take the cause and we show them what the cause is. What y'all think?
I mean, when it come to real tone, I seen the little clip that he did, and I just think he should have worded different, or he should have had more sincerity about the fact that the homie got locked up. But as far as anything else, he really was like the first one that clarified that the homie got locked up with. I just feel like he could have did it a little bit different, but that's just my opinion because he like just putting the homie business out there and shit. But that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? basically. Trigger Bird, what's up? What's the word?
What's up, cuz? Can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Still
Your
can't
audio,
hear you, cuz.
Like, subscribe, MD Podcast, HTX, YouTube. Y'all shout y'all out.
hey, talking to Texas, you already know Mouse got it, man. Like and subscribe.
They really don't know about the book.
Yeah, we got the Landon. I should have a copy on hand. Landon No Pity, a South Central story. It's available now on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and Walmart.com. Once again, that's Land of No Pity, a South Central story, which is my autobiography about being born and raised in South Central, growing up during the riots, during the 1992 riots, my affiliation and eventual joining 52nd Street Hoover in 1997, and just the plight of moving through the foster system, YA, McLaren Hall, all different types of situations up through teenage years. So it's a powerful story, and it's not all just bad or negative, you know what I'm saying? It's a story of triumph. It's a story of coming through all of that, being hit 5 times and still being a vivid father, a single dad of 3 kids, still showing up every day, regardless, beating the odds with felonies, still grinding, still working, still doing it. No excuses, you know what I'm saying? And that's a part of the reason why we're here right now, because this is the type of this is what we do. This is what Hoovers do. This is the base of how we get down. You know what I'm saying? We don't frivolously play around and be with the goofy shit like a lot of other shit that's going on. I mean, we hold ourselves accountable. We hold ourselves as men, and we understand we live by the words that are written in the book, by the manuscript. So I decided to put my story on paper. Hopefully it'll help the reader get through some things they've been through in life. But yeah, you can find that right now on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Walmart.com. Land of No Pity, a South Central story. And then I just wanted to touch real quick because I was talking to the homie on me. Shout out to homie Bosco. You know what I'm saying? Nitty 50s. You know, this whole Texas South Central Joan that even sparked all this bull. Like, I remember when niggas came from Houston for the first time in packs to the turf, to the first hood day I ever seen so many niggas. There's like 30 niggas in groups. Niggas got on planes all at once and came down to the turf. That was like 99, 98, 99. And to see niggas come in droves, like, imagine 30 niggas at the airport, 30 Hoovers at the airport right now, all together. Imagine just think about what that looked like. You know what I'm saying? And then they all getting off the plane and all conversing on the park all at once. And that was a decision that was made by the H-Town groups, you know what I'm saying? By niggas from there. That wasn't called for. That wasn't like niggas, oh, y'all gotta come out. See, a lot of us is getting into this mind frame of expecting shit. You know what I'm saying? From this hood. And that's because, like I said, we watched the neighborhoods do it for years. We watched the blood niggas do it for years. Like the homie said, all of the 90s, early 2000s, all neighborhoods. Snoop, Trady, Goldie, all the neighborhoods, right? And then, like he said, you had the blood season because Lil Wayne and Game and everybody came out, and then all of a sudden, everybody bloods now. I ain't never seen so many bloods in my life. Nigga, and I come from where bloods, nigga, I went to Inglewood High School. I went to Morningside High School. Nigga, I know about the Pep Blows. I've been to the BPS. Like, I've been in the places where blood started from. You know what I'm saying? I know about the ones, we know about New York and all that, and Black Peace Stones and all that, and the origination, but we talking about Bloods as far as Red Rag carrying, gang banging in they set. And I ain't never seen so many other than when Lil Wayne started being a Blood. That was the height of when I ever seen so many people. So we know automatically from looking at our past how influential this shit is. That's why all these niggas got Boys in the Hood, Minister Society, or South Central, and all that shit on on DVD on their dresser. So, because they watch the manuscripts, they watch the mannerisms, and they emulate that. And that's why I said earlier, your pathway to the music, most of these niggas using the gang shit. But now the spotlight is on the Hoovers. What is they gonna do? And like the homie said, we can't allow the whole manuscript that how y'all gonna play with it. We can't have that happening. This whole personal, taking the personal individual beefs to the podcast and stirring up shit between the Texas and LA or Georgia and or New York and all this other shit because of interpersonal shit or some nigga did some shit a nigga didn't think was right or whatever. This is why we hold meetings. This is why we literally hold meetings. Not getting on podcasts and talking about it in sister circles or brother circles or all this other type of shit. We hold meetings. And we hash this stuff out before it spill over into neighborhoods, into blocks and corners and shit like that. We gotta hold down that same type of shit on this internet because it's our time. So what we gonna do with it? Nigga, the neighborhoods ran music for almost damn near 15, 20 years. So did the Bloods. So what are we gonna do? Run it for 5 years and then, you know what I'm saying? We got a prime opportunity right now, not to just spread gangbanging, because we don't do this all in a negative light. This is just what we affiliate with, what we associate with. We don't associate with the violence. We don't promote violence. We don't promote negativity. We promote unity, but within the circles that we have decided to unify in, and we have the right to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody take that just because y'all unify in country clubs and play golf. I unify with my grooves and we carry orange rags. That's just y'all carry clubs, we carry orange rags. Y'all not promoting violence in y'all clubs, we not neither. We just associating with each other. We want to make sure when we do, just like y'all have arguments on the green over y'all putts, sometimes we're gonna have arguments in the hood over what's going on in the situations we involved in. But we're not gonna let it spill over and destroy the whole establishment. We're not gonna let it spill over and divide the establishment. So we got to bring clarity and focus because we got an opportunity in one of the most profitable cultural divisions in the world right now, which is hip hop, to take a section and make it our own and ride that wave for years and years and years. Schoolboy opened the door for that. There's been a lot of movers that have done a lot of shit in the past in this industry, but we know the biggest name is Schoolboy. And then these podcasts started, then niggas started coming on, and this controversy started. Now, Gumby, I know personally. I know what's going on. I know shit I'm not even finna talk about because it's not my business to talk about. It's not my situation to talk about. But I know what's going on, and I seen what's going on, and niggas will sit back and watch that shit unfold because self-correction is the best correction. And some of you niggas gotta learn that this shit ain't no wave you gonna ride. Hoovers is not a wave you gonna ride into the next podcast entry. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have these discussions. Niggas got problems. Like the homie said he getting ready to talk about, or he was talking about earlier. What's the situation? Why are niggas talking about stuff in front of niggas, behind niggas? But we don't move that way. That's not how we move, homie. Not us. Maybe them other niggas you've been watching move that way, but we don't move that way. We don't throw stones in high hands.
Facts.
Go ahead, bro.
Facts. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, like I say, all this It's about making a positive. It's about turning a negative situation into something positive, showing people something different. Like we about to have Punch Fest the first week of March, the start of spring break. You know, just to show people hands down. I mean, guns down, hands up. You know, showing something different. You know, and try to get back food to the community. You know, let everybody come out and have a good time. You know, showing something different. You know, you got to start working within the people around you. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time. But I was interested in some of the things you said about when the homies from Houston came down there to LA.
Nigga, that shit was so beautiful, homie. That's why I don't understand. Like, I've seen love from the H Town for so many years, man. So deep, so passionate. But I'm talking about niggas came down like 30 thick, all at once. And it wasn't like I said earlier, it wasn't no like, oh, y'all gotta come down, you gotta be present. No. Niggas out there made a decision that those who had been needed to come again, and those who hadn't needed to come that time. Zero was there. That was the first time he came to the hood. Zero was there. Zero was in that pack of niggas that came from Houston. Zero was there at that hood day that year. This was the start of a lot of connections because, like I said, the turn of the century was happening. Internet, all that shit started to come into play to where communication started evolving. How much we could keep in touch started evolving. So it became a deeper relationship than what it was in the 90s because everybody couldn't get on planes. Everybody, everybody couldn't make collect calls out of state, but as technology and cell phones and internet, MySpace and all this shit start popping up, niggas was able to start coordinating and move back and forth. Niggas started making bread, you know what I'm saying? And niggas started really coming together. And so that's why I say when we see, this ain't the first time niggas have seen some shit like that. We went through this 10 years ago when niggas in Georgia and niggas in New York. The niggas in New York from Fados was beefing with the niggas in Georgia from Fados because they was confused about their history and their ways, and they really didn't have no ties to the land. And niggas from the land was going out there and miseducating and talking that. This is before these podcasts. This is before all of this. So that's what I'm saying. This is nothing new. We've been trending. Hoover's been trending. This has been going on, but there's a certain way we conduct it, just like we had to deal with the New York shit. Because the New York niggas was still going off like GD rules. They was still on some 5-point star. They was merging their shit. The niggas from Georgia was getting information from washed out niggas from LA who wasn't really from the hood. And they was taking both misinformation and colliding with each other. But it wasn't until some of them started to reach out to the land and we was able to, now they out there, now they doing their thing strong. Now they strong. Now you got a lot of, the miscommunication is done. You got the homie, Rico out there. He got books on the homies in the hood. He hold functions out there. Send back. The homie Chim funeral. I think he put some shit together to pay for part of that. The lack of knowledge and the lack of understanding of the groove is where we gonna falter and fall away. And then when niggas get into these individual beefs, these little small pocket beefs within the hood, niggas ain't having meetings. Niggas ain't coming together. Niggas ain't informing each other. Niggas just seeing how they can get back and talk shit and get views. And that's not how we need to conduct this shit, bro.
Facts. What's up, Trigger Bird? So this is what I like to say.
Do low.
Wow, this is what I like to say. It's been so much content been ran about us lately. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we hear. This is what we come together and solve it. You know what I'm saying? And we make a understanding. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, you know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about everything that's going on?
I want to say this, just on the strength of what you said about coming on here and solving something is really impossible, man. Whenever you dealing with urban politics,
What you like with the situations and what you mean? But there's a
Yeah.
lot of shit
Well, I
going
mean,
on,
this is
cuz
what
they
I mean.
doing major sweeps in the
Hey,
hood right now.
let me,
Like niggas is on this
let
podcast
me,
talking
let
about
me,
niggas in jail.
let me
Niggas is
land
going to
real
jail by
quick.
the hundreds a day
Let me
on
land
50
real
right
quick.
now. So it's a lot of shit
What
going
I'm
on. You know what I'm
saying
saying? The
is,
politics go all the way across the board. But as far as this internet shit, we need to consolidate. If your main topic is Hoover, if you promoting Hoover, if you got anything to do association with the hood, you need to be in line with the next person that's doing that. It don't need to be this podcast, okay, milk shit over here, back on Fed go over here, y'all shit over here, the Georgia niggas shit over here, the LA, and then everybody separate, but everybody telling the same Hoover story in their own ways and out their own circles and with their own misinformation. Everybody need to understand that if we talk about Hoover, everybody needs to be connected. And whatever one, it's just like Fox News, nigga. Whatever they run at 2 a.m., they're gonna run at 12, and they're gonna run the same story at 6. And they're not gonna change that storyline. You're gonna get the same news all 3 of them hours. And it's gonna divert from confusion, misunderstanding, and people ain't gonna be able to say, okay, they sloppy, they mixed up, they this and that, and it'll make us stronger. I don't understand what's going on with this, like I say, pocket beef. Why is niggas talk about niggas after they go to jail or, you know, all it is trying to stir up shit. Like, bro, you're not Adam 22 and none of that shit. That's not how we going, you know what I'm saying? You're not that. So if that's what you're looking to be, leave the groove shit out of it. Find another, there's plenty of shit out there for you to be that way about. You know what I'm saying? But leave the homies and leave the ex, we gotta leave that shit out of here. You know what I'm saying? But niggas really need to get up with they homies. And like my nigga said, we need to start putting shit together for the neighborhood, start putting shit together for the kids out here trying to get some shit popping in that direction and start unifying, promoting that type of shit versus this bullshit, bro.
Yeah. Bro.
And what you finna say, Tron?
What I see mostly personally, it's usually outsiders it's usually your bloggers that's running with the narrative anyways when negative shit hit the air. So it's usually that's usually the case anyways these days.
Okay. That's what I'm finna say. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Now, I'm not saying you're wrong because I've been around some people and yeah, they were supposed to cut some stuff out, but they kept it. So yeah, I can vouch for you on that. I can vouch for you on that. But you know what I'm saying? It's about the truth getting out there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can always take something to make something look bad, but it's about the truth getting out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about how you bring the truth to them. True or false?
Nah, that's for sure.
True.
That's for sure.
yeah,
Nah,
that's true.
this is
But
this is why.
at the same time, like, man, I can't speak for nobody else, but me personally, I've been right there when certain conversations went down off camera. But then when that camera was strolling again, it was something else. You feel me? Niggas got to popping it again. You feel me? Bashing people and all this. So that's what's weird to me. Like, yeah, that's why I said what I said about solutions, man. Like, or you saying solving something. Like it's always gonna be chaotic, man, because people got their individual narrative. And in most situations, you a person ain't gonna tell you what their ulterior motive is in it. Know what I'm saying? If they really ain't rocking with you and they just strictly about the bread. That's what we seeing. Niggas is about the sack, man. And then at the end of the day, if you really ain't just got to no live content or you already running up numbers, you ain't making no money off YouTube. Feel
You
me?
gotta
Like
come
you gotta already
down
have
here
a
for
promotion,
wrong.
man. So that's what I don't understand. Like niggas getting their hands involved in shit and stirring up
Tell
all
the
type of
wrong.
weird shit. Yeah, niggas stirring up all type of weird shit and then they talking about it's for the bread. Nigga, what bread?
Shit,
Real
like
talk.
Groove said it about the bread shit. The whole team got the wave right now. So anybody gonna try to get a piece of that pie. and try to take off with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for it to get in the wrong hands, but
You see how my
man,
nigga
it's like this
you see how
channel.
my nigga Gorilla Hebrew had to defend his eighth crown?
Oh, that's
You know, they wanted to try and mix his religion and what he fight for, what he believe in, with what he represent. And niggas that do that to you, and you ain't even got to be standing for nothing but the groove. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, it's the slimy shit, the weird shit has never been us. But with this internet shit, niggas got an opportunity, like I said, to throw rocks, hide hands, stand behind these keyboards and do all this other stuff. And honestly, when you do it, when you move it like that, even if you do see niggas, the way these laws is and the way shit is nowadays, and niggas ain't holding niggas accountable. And it's not like you can just, go knock on the door and ruffle nigga. We not, like I said, we not promoting violence. We not doing none of that. We really trying to get niggas to see clearer
Yeah.
so they can see how we can use this opportunity so everybody can get these hooves.
And this ain't even about no politics. This is educational. We just talk about education, educating one another. This ain't got nothing to do
Right.
with anybody.
So that way it's not these confusing conversations. The niggas ain't taking secondhand information and, doing whole podcasts about secondhand information, and like Grove said, niggas ain't even really tapping into the economics of this shit, how we really could be getting it. Niggas ain't even, they just, and like I said, take example for what we've seen before. We already seen it. You know what I'm saying? We got dudes out here ain't even on that type of time that's out here getting these hools through this podcasting talking about us.
Exactly.
They not even from the turf. They not even from, these niggas is just literal podcast. They're literal people who just talk about information and culture. And the fact that we are subject matter right there lets you know, okay, it's just like a book on the shelf. Nigga, if I can go pick it up and read it, somebody had to edit it, somebody had to write it, somebody had to come up with the cover. This hoops, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If not, then we shouldn't even be, there's a reason why the Bloods and the neighborhoods and all that was taking over hip hop and on the scene like that for such a long time. And the Hoovers wasn't. It wasn't just because they was better or have more resources or could have got in where they fit in earlier than us. That was a decision we made not to be in that like that for those so many years. We could have been just in that just like everybody else. That's why everybody talk. They got stories about us. You hear Snoop on podcasts. He talking about how the first time he got knocked out was by who? By who? You hear these niggas talk about Game, talk about where his roots lie. His mama was a who? Ice-T. When Ice-T used to be with the Hoovers. Freeway Ricky Ross. When he went to jail, what did he say? Who protected him in jail? He didn't ask them to do it, but who protected the real Freeway Ricky Ross? Not Hoover, but the real one. Who protected him in jail? This his words, the Hoover. We've always been there. We've always been right there. It only makes sense that only by choice we didn't take certain roads that you've seen other hoods take for years and years, because we've, by the word of the mouth of the niggas that we see, have told you our influence and our impact in their careers, in their lives. So there was a choice for us to do that. Now we are in a stage to where I ain't gonna say we as a collective have made a decision to just come out on the internet, but time caught up with us. We got to catch up with the times. You know what I'm saying? Times change, and as times change, niggas is gonna be influenced by us in many different ways. A lot of these, like I said, a lot of these niggas talking, they ain't got no affiliation with us, but they doing whole podcast episodes on us and what's going on with us. How is that even? And ain't none of us seeing no rules. Ain't none of us got no say so. And 5,000 people gonna watch that, and that's gonna be their truth. And we gotta host lives like this just to be able to have open forums and conversations to say, we are representatives of that, and this is this, and this is not this, and this is not that. When, like I said, if we all in one accord, and this nigga know what's going on, and that nigga's going on, because we talking about it outside, off camera. We have those type of relationships. And if niggas don't get along and they own little individual pockets, nigga, these niggas ain't the first Hoovers not to get along. The fuck? So, it's like, what? You know what I'm saying? This nigga's laying in the, unfortunately, this nigga's laying in the grave because Hoovers didn't get along with each other. You know what I'm saying? So what are you talking about? Like, this ain't nothing, new. It's just new to whoever is being affected by it in that way. But that's okay. We're gonna smooth it out. We're gonna let you know. We've been doing it right now. You got Texas, South Central. We on the line right now. You ain't hear nobody say nothing, no malice. You ain't hear nobody talk about nothing about each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna continue because niggas who put on the show, put on the show. Niggas who grew, they grew. They rarely talk about what they doing. But here we are, But yeah, I don't like that weird shit neither, man. I niggas need to either know what they talking about and leave that shit alone, or leave that shit alone and don't be talking about nothing that don't involve you. If it doesn't involve you directly, what are you even talking about?
Thanks.
Like, why are you even speaking on anything that does not involve you directly? Period. We don't move like that. So I don't know where, like my nigga said, the goofy, the weird shit, I don't know.
Real talk. Then it be secondhand information, barbershop talk.
Yeah.
That shit ain't, we don't even move like, so when we know things like that, we don't even focus on that information. But like I said, we got 5,000 motherfuckers that's watching the show. They ain't got shit to do with Hoover, period. It's just live entertainment for them. But they gonna see Hoover somewhere else, and they gonna get, okay, this is how they are. This is how they act. That's what I said about, that's what I was talking about the back on Fed. Like, y'all representing Hoover in a certain way that's making a certain niggas think this is like goofy shit sometimes. And I get it. I get what y'all doing, but y'all gonna have to get it right and get it tight, because the representation of this is not always that. And like I was saying earlier, they had to go through they had to get a whole put on just to make sure they could continue to function in that way, because it was touch and go. It was a lot of individuals and a lot of speaking about if y'all even solidified enough to do this. Y'all had to get somebody to come and ordain that. But you young niggas ain't even, some of these niggas ain't even doing that. Like you said, they just secondhand info, get firing up the camera.
I don't think he can hear us.
You can't hear me?
Who?
I
Me?
can hear
Y'all
you.
can hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody tell Real Tune come back up, because I think he had something to say, Turn, when you got to talking. I think Cuz had something to say.
I just think right now.
He said, what Turn in? Turn sit on the line?
I just sent him the link.
All right. Turn, you still here? Okay, got it. I got a question, got it. Oh, there you go. What's up, Tune?
Oh, I'm in the chat. What's that word? What's going down? What's going down?
I can't hear that nigga.
I'm gonna say what Turn in?
Hold on, y'all can hear me now?
I can hear him.
I
Y'all
can't
hear
hear
him?
him.
Let's go ahead. Hold on. Let me see if it's on my end. Hold up. See if I'm on my end. Hold on.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going down, man? I came a little late. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside, all black, Dickie suit on head to toe. You know what I'm saying? Free Gumby. You know what I'm saying? He put me on the Dickie suit back in my Cali days. You know what I'm saying? I came to address a lot of fuck shit. You know, I see a lot of niggas have my name in their mouth.
I can't hear it.
Specifically Trigger Bird. I don't know if Trigger Bird on the line right now. You know what I'm saying? But I see a lot of niggas have my name in their mouth. Oh, Tune Oh, Tune, it looked like Tune might be turning on Gumby. Tune, is Tune gonna start working with Kunta? Tune this, Tune that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to address it though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I said, nigga, I didn't like how you presented it. I'm
Hey,
like,
Tune, don't pull up like you just making a statement or you knocking the door down, homie.
yeah, well,
Hoovers
no.
start
Real
knocking shit
talk. Talking
over
about
in
you
this
coming
bitch.
to address something, nigga. Hey, man, stall out.
Hey, like I said, I'm in my all black Dickie suit. I came to address something. You know what I'm saying? What you said, Street Heat?
But I
What
said
you ain't
it.
like?
I didn't like the way you presented it, and I said that it seemed like it was a sincere message, but the way it was presented, I say it could have been a little bit better. You know?
Like what part did you like that I ain't present? Like what
I
you ain't
All
got,
like?
to go back.
Hey,
man,
99.98% of that
the part
motherfucker.
of negativity you pushing
Because
under
hey,
niggas'
hold up,
name.
this is what I want to say though, man. Cause we ain't even just gonna go too deep into anything on that. But one thing is, Tune, you was right there, especially for the last few months, and you already knew about a certain situation that was up in the air. You feel me? And what the
You
moves
was the
made
first
to, you know
nigga.
what I'm saying?
You was the
So
first
don't sit
nigga.
up here and act like you go on there and start popping it like this is something new that jumped off and you tried to keep somebody from crashing out. Say, bro, hey, you should have got an Oscar for that, but the streets know that's bullshit. Well, we know. That's what I'm gonna say. And you know, bro. Real talk.
God damn, them views ain't
Nah,
worth
I
that
think
much
you got
money,
it.
my boy.
Hold on. Nah, I mean the views ain't even get that many views for it to be about the money. Like let me just say this, bro. Let me just say this because it's a lot of moves that I feel like Gumby made that wasn't like that I didn't approve of. And when he got locked up, I felt like it was already out there. And I got word. I got word from niggas that didn't fuck with Gumby, like, oh, I'm about to go ham on this nigga. So I'm like, damn, well, before another no jumper situation where other niggas get to control the narrative, let me
You
control
gotta
the
be the
narrative
one
by
to
putting the
start the
shit. Hold
pot
on, hold on.
first,
Let me
right? That
speak
what you
though, and then you
saying?
can speak. I'm
Let him
saying,
speak. Let
I'm
him
saying
speak,
before
man.
another situation like that where the narrative is being ran and we responding to it, let me go ahead and jump in front of it, and then I put myself out there. Like I put myself out there and said I fought the same case, took it to trial. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't have to do that. Don't nobody know what the fuck I got going on behind my closed doors. But I did that to soften the blow. Like it was gonna look bad regardless. So niggas saying they fucked up because it came from me. But at the end of the day, you rather it come from Poetic Flacco, from goddamn No Jumper, like nigga, they
Yes.
having a field day on that shit. Like, yeah, I
Yes.
can't help it if niggas take my words and distort them hoes, but like all I can do, in my opinion, I felt like the best thing in that situation as somebody who has the best interest of Gumby at heart is to get in front of the situation and just let them know what it is and see how to deal with it after the fact. But like, I mean, there was no win there. You know, I know niggas like rather keep it under wraps, but it's like Gumby is a nigga who niggas are following on the internet. Like niggas are literally following this nigga, so it's not like you can hide that shit for that long. Like it's coming out. So either the team gonna put it out or somebody else gonna put it out. I felt like it was in the best interest that the team put it out. You know what I'm saying? Did I consult with anybody from the team? No, because I don't know what the fuck niggas got going on. You know what I'm saying? But so I went with my move and what I thought was the best like situation. You know what I'm saying? That's what shit.
Good brother. So your move was the best situation for another nigga move who is in jail right now? Good brother. No way around that. Like you said, it's no win across the board. Let them suckers handle that then. You could have been the real nigga like you claim to be fucking with and we could have went and started getting bail money together and started
We can
contacting
still
family
get bail
members and
money. The
things,
bail
good
ain't
brother.
nigga ain't worried about the bail money. It's the narrative. Like you talking about the bail, we talking about the narrative. Like them two
I'm
different
gonna
fights, gang.
I'm
Like
gonna
them
say
two different
this.
fights.
I'm
Like
gonna say
you
this.
saying let the fuck niggas deal with it, but it's like at the end of the day, he on the internet.
Can
The
he,
internet is
can
ran
y'all
by
hear
fuck
me?
niggas. So
Yeah, we can hear
in a
you.
situation like this,
Okay.
it's like it's not a question of do you get bail. That's
Do
obvious.
you
That's the obvious
do
move.
you
It's
see?
how do you respond to what's gonna happen.
Do
And
you see why I
before
said
the media
earlier
frenzy
we need to have
firestorm
meetings?
comes, it's like, why not you start the media
Yeah.
frenzy
Do you see
firestorm
why
since
I
niggas
said
gonna be talking about
earlier?
it
What you say,
anyway.
Groove? Say that
I don't
again,
know if
Groove.
he can
Line?
hear me, but look, Groove is not wrong in how he feel, right?
Who he
That's
talking
how
to?
Groove feel. Groove feel, however he looked at the scenario, he felt and equated that this was going to be the outcome. These are things, and I need to make a decision. Where the
Y'all not
fuck
hearing me?
up
Am I
part
not coming
was,
through?
what? Where the fuck up part was, you even said
So
yourself.
like I'm saying, I'm saying
Hold
like
on,
as
let
a
me
media
finish, eh?
professional, from my
Let
perspective,
me. Can
when
he hear
something
me?
like
Tone,
that happens,
Yeah,
you
he
can't hear
can.
Groove?
Let me finish, cuz.
what he
Let me
say?
finish what I'm saying.
Can you hear Groove with the
This
blue
little
shirt?
blue rag, 52nd Street, homie.
Oh
Let
no,
me
I can't
finish
hear
what I'm
him. What he
saying.
say?
Oh, he said
So
he can't hear you, Groove.
what I'm saying is this. You even
If
said
you
it
can hear him,
yourself.
just repeat what he say.
You even said it yourself. I'd rather the team put it out.
He
But
said
did
you.
I consult anybody from the team? No, I made an individual decision. What did I say earlier? What did we do? We have meetings, homie.
He said
When this
what?
outside shit, before this outside shit go public, before a nigga get in front of that camera or press record, everybody involved supposed to have a conversation with you about how you feel. And that shit's supposed to be resolved before you even click the button. Now, if the situation, you ain't wrong in how you felt, however you felt, Groove, is how you felt. I don't really know. And like you said, don't nobody know what's going on behind
Hold
your
on, let
closed
me.
doors. I don't know neither. But what I do know is that nigga should have had a meeting on that shit before a nigga took that shit to the internet. And then, like Groove said, if a nigga was gonna get the who's together for Cuz Bell, nigga was gonna say, hey, this is what I feel like going on the internet and saying. Niggas could have had their hashed it out, critiqued it, talked about it. And okay, cuz if you're gonna go on and say that, it needs to sound like this so it don't look like that. This is why we have meetings, cuz, and we just don't make individual movements that impact everybody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your voice is to be heard, homie. When we groove, homie, we don't when we do this, cuz this is really like a conglomerate of niggas that come together and really we politique, homie, we politic. We really come together and we have this conversation. So if you have something you need to address about what somebody else is not doing right or what you feel is wrong, whoever's involved, that circle of niggas that involved come together. If they can't hash it out, then we got bigger boards and bigger meetings and OGs and homies and people to contact. But under no circumstances should we take it upon ourselves to go and speak for a situation that's going to put, if it fall back on you, fine, that's you. But we're not supposed to never speak on a situation without everybody having an understanding that's going to fall back and make everybody look a certain type of way. Because this even the reason I'm on this motherfucking pocket, and I ain't hear what you said. I'm just, the homies is saying what they saying, you saying what you saying. I don't hear nothing bad from both sides. Cuz really got valid statements in what he said. From what he just said, I don't see nothing wrong with how he feel about whatever he going through. But the only thing I do say is because this is why we need to come together off screen, offline, and have that bond need to be stronger. Then niggas just feeling some type of way and let me go ahead and get ahead of it. Let it come from me because I didn't approve. When you said what another thing that kind of got me is when you said I didn't approve of what the homie doing. Like, what you mean you didn't approve of what the homie doing? Like, niggas don't approve or disapprove of nothing of what homies is doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially we don't make actions about behind what we don't. That shit sound personal and it sound like your personal move made it look like something that we need to have this talk about. So all I'm saying is whatever platform niggas got, just like I said earlier, the stories and the narratives need to be known before they put out there so we don't have different reactions from different motherfuckers. If the homies got to get together, nigga, Gumby know a gang of niggas, homie. More than y'all. So that could have got bail money together. All types of shit is going on that niggas is just talking about they circle and what they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But this shit bigger than that. But if niggas that's outside the circle that's connected ain't moving, why is this even an argument? Why is niggas going online talking about anything? Niggas got other shit to talk about. But if niggas trying to run their numbers up, hey, let me put my hands up. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Let me respond to that though. Let me respond to that. I was only able to hear bits and pieces, but I feel like I was spoke on. So this my thing, right? Like it's two ways to view that shit. Like like when it comes to like politicking amongst the Hoovers, like that's y'all role. Like y'all supposed to do that before y'all respond. Me, I'm the media. And so me being the media and a media professional who been doing this shit for the last 5 years, like 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 I'm the one when shit be going on the internet, he on my platform responding to it. So I'm also the one like investing a lot of bread in making him successful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when shit like that happens, it has a direct effect on me, regardless of how
45.
niggas want to see
Hey,
it or
so I got
not.
to slide,
And
man.
so I felt like
Can y'all hear
I
me?
have an obligation because
All right, I got to slide,
you know,
man. I
like
was
who
gonna
else
get
is gonna
like
speak? Who else
45
gonna
to an
say
hour, but
something?
I got to
You
go
know, regardless,
handle this.
like I
Hey, I got
understand like why shit is
another
fucked up because somebody else could have
little
said that is
shindig.
like
So
fucked up. Is
y'all
the
keep it
case
groovy,
fucked up?
man. Like I said,
But it's like,
communication is
damn, who
key
else
because I
can
don't
say
care
something?
what
Like,
the
wouldn't
issue
nobody else
is.
gonna say shit? Like, nigga,
We just got
once
a different. We live by a
California
different
media,
code,
bro, do
man.
not like
Different little
Gumby.
code of
Period.
conduct. So
I don't care
I get
who it
it.
is
Whatever
in the
issue
media.
you got the right to have
Nobody
that issue. You
from no
not wrong.
side
Ain't
of
nobody wrong
California fucks with
on how they
Gumby on
feel
the
and how they
media. They
look at the
all want
shit.
to
It's
see him
just how
fall
you
because he
gonna
was at the
present
top
it.
of the food
And
chain.
I ain't saying
And I
niggas
helped get him there.
words and how they
So
talk. Oh,
me
niggas need to talk
understanding
like me
that
because
and
niggas
seeing the
ears is soft.
fiasco that we
No,
saw a
we
week
just
before
saying
that
like
happened,
if you
I'm
feeling some
like, well,
type of way
damn,
about
let
what's
me
going
say
on between
something
you and a
just
homie,
to soften the blow.
have that
And
conversation
again,
before a
I
nigga
put
have it
myself
online for a
out
nigga
there
turn them cameras
to
on.
show
That's all I'm saying.
not humility
But
on my
anxious, man,
side,
y'all
but to
stay groovy,
show
cuz.
more so like how that shit can be misread and misinterpreted. Like niggas like, oh, Tune telling on Gumby by saying like he knew he was with his baby mama. I'm saying that because like I done sent money to his baby mama on his behalf. Like I'm really saying that on some like, no, Gumby was out there supporting. But ain't nobody hearing that portion. Niggas is hearing what they want to hear and taking it how they want to take it. You know what I'm saying? And making it some shit that it really ain't, making it really bigger than what it is. Like
You get me, Tone?
I just went foul on bro and said, fuck bro. Bro got all this going on. Bro ain't a good person. Like, damn, I ain't do no shit like that. Niggas laying there like, oh,
Okay.
I'm making fun of a nigga because a nigga in jail. Like, what type of shit is that?
So you said
You know what I'm saying?
when you came in, you said Trigger Bird. What's the problem with Trigger Bird? What
Oh,
happened?
I'm tripping.
Oh, he can't hear me.
Ain't my shit.
He can't hear me.
He gotta add himself back to the group, but nah, I'm trying to see the problem too. I'm just trying to see what the two is. Cause yeah, some of this shit it
Hey,
gotta
you
make sense.
a question.
You say what?
You say you were finna ask me a question earlier.
Yeah, I say some of this shit gotta make sense. My question is shit. When we went out there to LA, and it was an educational purpose we went out there for.
That's what. Yep.
We came back to Houston to bring back the script, but everybody take certain shit and just run with it. There you go. Tune.
I couldn't hear y'all boys. I'm listening though.
Okay, look, when we went out there to LA with you, so this is us three now. When we went out there to LA with you, and it was a learning purpose.
For sure. For
Okay,
sure.
now this is what. Okay, now this is what the problem came in. People took the learning purpose and ran with a different narrative. The
Which
narrative
was
was the narrative was to show, because your question was as a journalist, when people go to prison, the beat between five deuce ACG and five deuce HGC. You see what I'm saying? But you the way you did the narrative, a lot of people feel like you took the information you got from the set and you had went and gave it to Percy and let Percy see it. So Percy can come on the internet with it. And then not just that, they felt like when you was fucking with Kunta back in February too, but you know, we don't fuck with y'all
you say what?
nemesis.
What about Kunta? Hold on, what?
They felt like the shit that you and your boy, your nemesis. whatever the fuck you want to call them,
Nigga,
the
I don't
blowhard
fuck with
report.
Kunta, my nigga. I just exposed Kunta. Nigga don't even need to bring up me and Kunta in the same sentence, nigga. Keep Kunta name out my name, out my keep that shit away from me, nigga. I don't even know Kunta. I've never met him. I've never met him. I told Gumby, I told
Uh,
Gumby when I first gave Gumby Kunta number, nigga, what the fuck was gonna come out of this shit. I told him that. And it happened just like I said it would. I don't know him. I've never met
yeah.
him. Don't got no relationship with him.
So what about CEO Hockey?
What about him?
Why is he so mad at you? Because he's so mad at you. He wanted us to come to his platform, but we're not doing that. You know, we know you live in person, so yo, we're not going to his shit, or we're not going to Blowhard Report either. Like we're not going to that shit. So you know what
Hockley
I'm saying?
mad because when Gumby came to Houston, that was the first nigga he wanted to address. He wanted to address some shit he said on the internet, and he addressed it. I didn't put it out because I told Gumby that he was too small to be talking about. We're not talking about small people like Kunta and Hockley. But Gumby couldn't get it off. Gumby on some Cali shit. Like Gumby feel like, oh, I need to respond to anybody who say anything about me. And he wanted to respond to that nigga. So he did that. And then I didn't put it out then. I waited and I put it out later. So you know, when I guess when it came out, it was like nigga, we was over that shit. And when Hockley asked Gumby about it, he was like, shit, I thought it wasn't gonna come out. But yeah, it was gonna come out because I spent money on it. And I'm losing right now. So shit, I just had it in the cut. But it wasn't a situation where like I did some backdoor shit. Nah, I never told Gumby it wasn't gonna come out. It just hadn't came out yet.
Yeah, because you know, I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of podcasters that speak up on Gumby name, and you know what I'm saying. I guess they feel like Gumby don't have nobody behind him, but you know we behind him. And you know what I'm saying, as his homies, you know what I'm saying, as his brothers, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that
Let
people
me address that
dropping.
narrative. Let me address the
Man,
narrative though
Tone know
that
this
you
shit
said.
already, man.
Look, let me address what you said about the Fadu shit, right? So,
Yeah.
so my first question to them was not about HCG versus HGC. It was about Californians not respecting the way people bang outside of California, like Hoover's outside of California. That was the question, and that led to Pac saying what he said. Now, when it comes to me coming back and interviewing Percy, I told Gumby before I dropped that content, I said, man, you know, y'all speaking on Percy, you know, I fuck with him. And so I'm not gonna put this out unless I talk to him and he say it's cool. And even if he do say it's cool, I'm gonna give him an opportunity to respond. Gumby said that was cool. This all transpired in Cali. So like that's not a politic for the public. That was between us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't owe nobody no explanation for what I did because I handled it amongst the people that I handled it to. Like, I like in a sense, I fuck with Percy to the point to where nigga could say it's fraud of me doing that interview and putting that shit out because it could have made him look a certain way. But I talked to him before I even put it out. So what people are not understanding is that I do have personal relationships and I do like talk to the people I need to talk to, but I'm not like talking to everybody because it ain't everybody fucking business. Why the fuck is everybody worried about what the fuck Real Tune got going on and what the fuck
Hey,
who the fuck Real Tune talking to? Like
hey,
it
so
just
look,
go ahead.
just like what you just said about the personal relationships that you do have with these individuals, which I know is a fact with the homie, know what I'm saying? And I said that to say this, you know yourself that this little issue that the little situation that he's in, he been told you what the truth was about it. You knew what was up. So the thing is, you go back though, right when he get jammed up, and you make it look like bro on some creeper shit. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like this shit just happened. Like this ain't just happened, bro. Because I mean, if you pay attention to the analytics, is when this individual was pregnant, right?
Right.
So that's not. Come on, Tone, keep it a stack. You know, because shit, that kid is damn
That
near
that
walking
that
right now, if not
yeah,
running around. You know
absolutely,
that.
absolutely. No, absolutely. And that's why I say I feel like niggas putting 10 on the two, like hell nah, you can't you bruh, if you look at the charges,
That's
like
what
that
you
old charge,
did.
The only thing that was new was the stalking. But I explained, if a nigga watched the whole video, I explained it when I said that I had a domestic violence case, and when I talked about how I violated that bitch by violating the protective order. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you did some weird shit. It just like, nigga, that's the law is just kind of fucked up to the male. You know what I'm
But think
saying?
of the
If you want to see
perception
your
of your
kids,
viewers. Think of the perception of your viewers that don't know nobody from Adam. Come on, brother. Use
but I'm
use
giving
your
it to
use
you.
your
I'm giving
blogger
it to you
skills.
how it happens, though. That's how it happens, fam. Like, if you go to jail for domestic violence, and you go see your kids and your kids are in the presence of the mother, who the judge automatically puts a restraining order on you. It's not the fact that the mother might do it. It's something that the state will implement. And so the battle is not between him and his baby mom. The battle is between him and the state, because they pick up the charges. And so me explaining that, I can't help it if niggas is so fucking green that they can't understand the law.
Nah,
You
but
know what I'm
this what I
saying?
do. This what I do want to say outside of that though. Like, see, I noticed that you and the rest of the non-affiliates, bloggers, whatever you want to call it, y'all sit on the outside and present a narrative with an outside perspective. But you're also a critic. Know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you'll sit up and criticize what go on within gang politics, but you bloggers or journalists or whatever you want to call it, y'all doing the same shit. Because you sitting there, you got this nigga in what's dude? Uh down south G Town.
Oh, CEO
You
Hockley.
feel me? All y'all
Yeah.
going backwards and
Katie
forward.
Hockley.
You going backwards and forwards
Bro,
with the
I'm
nigga
not
that you
going
was working.
backwards and forward with that nigga, bro. Quit putting me in them
No,
categories
I'm saying,
as,
I'm
bro. Like,
I'm
no,
saying,
no,
bro,
because
like
y'all,
that's
every
all that's
time
been
Bob or
going
Kunta
on.
do something,
Hey, but
anytime
look,
Bob
that's
or
all
Kunta
that's
do
been
something, I
going
get
on
blamed
though,
for it.
fam. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Y'all do the same shit, but y'all do it on a whole nother level and feel like, okay, well, we knowing the feelings, but y'all doing the same weird shit. You feel me? And
And
try to
see, I want to
Bro,
criticize
come
what
out
go
quit
gangster.
on on the
saying y'all
internet.
Some
and
of that from my top.
this my thing. Like, and I've always hated this, because you can't tell, it's hard to separate. But you gotta quit saying y'all, because I'm not doing all the whole shit that everybody's doing. Like,
Hey,
I don't cover it the same
hey,
way.
look,
No,
check it
because you
out.
said
Hey,
earlier,
So
you
look,
said
check this
earlier
out,
hey,
Tone.
that, oh, your
Tone,
boy
look,
hey.
check this
Kunta,
So who
the
out.
nigga
posted
that
this?
interviewed
Man.
Who
Kunta.
posted
I've
this?
never interviewed Kunta.
Hey,
I
look,
don't know
I don't
Kunta.
even
There
know.
you
I
go,
don't
right
Hey,
even
who
there.
want to.
He
posted this
sure
then?
is.
Who
He
posted
sure
this?
right there. He got it
Listen,
right there.
I don't even want to speak up on bro because I don't know nothing about dude. You feel me? But this is what I want to say, man to man,
What's up,
Tone.
Ethan Fit?
You know
What's
your
good?
look, check it
What's up
out.
with
You
that?
know yourself. Whenever we was at the studio and you put that one interview down, you had the camera going when we was just sitting up there talking about some whole other stuff that didn't have nothing to do with the interview. And then you take it and you edit it and then make it content. That wasn't even nothing that was, you know what I'm saying? That's what
Hold on,
stirred
what
up
you
a
talking
whole
about
bunch of other
specifically? What you
shit.
talking about
True or false?
specifically?
True or false? Am I
What you talking
lying?
about
I'm talking about
specifically?
I'm talking about at the first spot, man. I'm talking about like what was that about 4 months ago in the
But
green
yeah, but yeah,
room.
but I'm saying, what interview did I put out? Like, give me a title, give me something. Like,
The
Well, who
one with
did
the
this?
where we was
Who
at
did
the
this?
studio talking about CEO Hockley. Me, you, and your
bro,
assistant. Me, you, your
that was
assistant, and
that
Gumby.
was not just talking. Gumby wanted to specifically address
Nah,
him.
Hey,
That was a
Nah,
hey, hey,
question.
nah,
hey,
That was a
nah,
question,
man.
bro.
Hey,
Boy,
hey,
you done cut your
Tune,
dreads and lost
Tune.
your marbles,
Check,
boy.
check
Man,
it
that
out.
was
Hey,
a question.
Tune. This is my question, Tune. How you get this video?
man. The camera was
And
going when we was just saying
somebody
in the
from the
group
murder
chat.
sent that to me.
How you get the video?
Somebody from the murder sent that to me.
Hey, Tune.
Yeah.
How you get this video here? This is my question for you. How you get this video here? Cause I know. How you get this video here?
Somebody from the murder sent that to me.
You should, Why is on your page? You don't fuck with Kunta, why you put it on your page, man? That's my question. I had the video personally, so that's what my homies know. I ain't gonna get on this whole sugarcoat shit. I had that video personally. Like the homies know. I sent niggas that video. I know who did the shit. Like, but
So you
anyway,
being disingenuous right now. This is what we call
niggas got on this hoe
disingenuous.
and started bashing our homie. Like, yeah, we gonna come in defense, all regardless. But niggas got on this hoe like CEO got on this hoe, started playing with the homie Gumby. Bro, Hall Report started playing with the homie Gumby. You know what I'm saying? And it's like niggas wasn't feeling that on Hoover. Like my homies wasn't feeling that.
Talk
Like
that
we ain't
shit.
feeling
Be
that.
short.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we on some shit like niggas taking the set, trying to, you know what I'm saying, use the set name for their own personal reason. And niggas just blogging on it. Niggas got like we the main topics of podcasting right now. And niggas playing with the set right now. That shit is not cool, man. Shit is not cool. That's what my homies said. Like they felt like before you release that interview or anything, you should have hollered at the homies.
Hold on, what before I release what interview?
The one you just did when you was explaining his court case. Like niggas done took the narrative of him being like people done took the stalking shit to the next level type shit to niggas on
And
mind
you
whooping a
was the
couple niggas
first
behind
nigga
him.
to drop it. You keep
Like
talking
niggas
I
on
about
broke
mind
the
whooping niggas
story. I
behind him.
broke the story.
you broke the
Yeah,
story,
but the way
good
you
For
broke
brother.
the
sure.
story down, niggas ain't got all this about that and Gumby. Like nigga, I look at some niggas behind Gumby. That's the homie. I look at some niggas behind him. Cause niggas done got on the internet and started
Hoover.
playing with the homie name.
On
And
Hoover.
like we fuck with the homie. Tough. And for these podcasters to get on there, get the plan, like we looking at No Jumper saying Adam no playing with the homie name. But these niggas ain't gonna come outside for no fades. It's like, come on, like a
But
nigga
and
whooping
see,
nigga
that's what
down
I'm
behind the
saying though.
homie
Hold on,
name.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So, okay, boom. The way No Jumper covered it versus the way Real Tune covered it is completely different. But because I broke the story, niggas making it like, oh, everything that everybody do falls on me. Like, no, fam. Like, imagine if they would have broke the story and the narrative would have been exactly what they put out. It would have been worse. That's the reason I spoke up. That's the reason I spoke out. You know what I'm saying? But I understand, like, because you don't see how it would have played out if I didn't, you'll never know that. And I understand that. And
You
I,
can
and that's
damn
why
near
and that's
push
why I jumped
against
out
those
there.
other platforms and push rumors,
It's it's
false
like it's
news.
like
But
it's
when
like
you
now I
do it,
got
knowing how close you is to the set and being so around and in the mix, bro, you know how many interviews you have of Gumby?
yes, I do.
It's gonna be
And
different coming from your platform, brother.
and that's why I had to do it. That's why I had to do it. I
Man,
felt
you ain't had to
compelled to
do
do
it
it.
at all, good brother. If we didn't break it, come on, man. You know we checking ain't cheating back office. And that's
Yeah,
Gumby's
but
platform.
my thing is like y'all not equipped for crisis situations like that, bro. Like no
Oh
disrespect.
man, here you
No, I'm
go,
just saying.
man.
I'm just no disrespect. That's like a crisis situation. Just like when the phone call happened on No Jumper. Like niggas is not knowing how to deal with this here internet. Me, I've been dealing with it,
Nah.
and
What you
so
trying to
I
say
felt
is,
like
Nick, you just used to niggas that don't know how to articulate their conversation. That's what
that's
you
not the
trying to
case.
say.
That's not. That's
You
not
want
what
to say
I'm
That is
today?
the
saying.
case, but
No, there
everybody
is a
ain't on
such,
that level.
bruh.
You feel
There's
me?
a such thing as a media firestorm, and that's what Gumby was facing. And so me realizing that he just came out of firestorm, and now he got this situation going on. Sometimes you got to get in front of shit. And with certain situations, there's no pretty way of putting it out. Like it's like, man, this happened, and let me try my best by being vulnerable, sharing my experience and how I was held and handled during that process. And this is what he's likely experiencing. Like
Hey,
there's
hey,
no
hey,
pretty way
Tune.
to say that.
Hey,
And
Tune. So let me ask you this, Tune.
Yeah,
How
go
did you
ahead.
find out that Gumby was locked up?
From a nigga that don't fuck with Gumby. A nigga that don't fuck with Gumby said, man, hey, I'm about to go put this out and I'm about to expose your homie. You know what I'm saying? And when that matter of fact, let me go a step further. Let me go a step further. It was already out and about because the Hoovers was putting it out. The Hoovers was on their story saying free Gumby shit like that. So niggas is picking it up. So when word came to me, that niggas was planning on exposing Gumby and whoopty whoop, I'm like, damn. Let us get it. We need to get in front of this. Who the
All
fuck
right,
am I gonna
so
call to get in front of this? Gumby
but you
locked
know
up.
the truth
Eh,
though. You
Yeah,
knew the
you
truth the
already
whole
already
time about the everything with the
like
case.
you knew he
So
was on the
you
run.
went out there and straight bashed
Like you
cuz.
already kind
That's
of
what we
What?
saying.
What? Hold on. Okay. Say that then. Say that then. Where did I bash him at?
Come on, Tune. Man,
No,
we
what
playing
you mean?
word
Come on,
games,
Tune. Where did
man.
I bash him at? You said I bashed him. Where I bashed him?
I thought you said
Man,
you know
say
Putting
so much
stalking in
and
the
ain't gonna
title
get nothing on his
itself
books and
is
you ain't gonna
is
win no-
detrimental. The title
What's
is
the title?
clickbait.
Read the title. What's the title?
we setting the record straight.
It's stalking in the title, nigga. You put the charges in the title.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, that was the charge, gang. That's what he was arrested for. Like, I didn't add nothing on there. Like, you making it like, oh, I made it so bad. It was bad, period. I didn't make it bad.
It wasn't that bad.
So it sounds, it's
Look,
y'all making it sound worse than what I did.
look,
Like, y'all making it way worse, bro.
you hear
Like,
me? Can you hear me, Tune? This
yeah.
why
hey, well, look,
I
man,
said
say,
Hello,
it
street.
wasn't that bad because he had already been on the run and everybody knew. That's why he was down here. He had already.
hey, look, Gro, that, feel me?
Yeah.
There it is right there. But he ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it. It ain't registering. It ain't registering.
Excuse me. Hey, right there, man. I feel like, I feel
Egg
like,
effects.
like some of what y'all saying, bro, ain't got merit, bro. Like, y'all just saying shit cause niggas ain't want me to speak on it, period. But it's like I feel like that was the
Exactly.
best thing. Hold on. But I feel like that was the best thing to do. So where is the middle ground with that? Like, is there a middle ground with that? And I feel like from y'all's perspective, it ain't because it's like, oh, you shouldn't have spoke on the period. But that's not how the media works. Just because you don't want something spoke on, don't mean it ain't gonna happen. So me knowing that, what do I need to do? I need to get in front of it.
So you saying that's the difference between business and playing in somebody's face because you the same one that was giving the real tune Negro All Stars jacket and the jerseys
Come
and you
on,
feel
man.
me? Like
I wasn't gonna try to go that deep,
so
brother.
I'm saying
But
what
this
is
ain't
it?
just media
Is it just media business and you just covering hot topics? Or I mean, is it the like? Cause I don't know, bro. That right there, that's pretty greasy, homie. Straight up, and you know it because you was right there. I'm gonna say that every time. You know I ain't lying.
Hell no. Fuck no. Um, thi- this is where this is where it get weird at because it's really a mixture. It's really a mixture. It's both, right? It's it's okay. I'm fucking with them. I done gave them some jackets and some more gifts, and then it's number two. You got a real situation that just transpired, and it's gonna look bad regardless. And now here I am softening the blow. Damn, 2 days in a row. It's crazy. Here
Well,
I
well,
am softening the blow for that shit.
you
So
Tune, though,
exploiting,
but
good
check it
brother.
out,
They
though.
got a word for that. They call it black exploitation, good brother.
I think it looks more like exploitation only because they felt like you and Gumby was having a disagreement or kind of some type of odd. Then when this happened, it seems like you ran to the
hold
internet
on.
to defame him.
We had a disagreement on what?
I mean, shit. All you tell me, everybody said it's kind of a known thing that people
Hold
saying that
on.
y'all had a falling out.
On what? We had a falling out on what? That's what I'm saying.
So,
Like, it's a lot of gossip going on, bro. Like, niggas is gossiping.
Clear your
Y'all
name
saying we
then.
had a falling out. We had a falling out on what?
uh,
Which time?
uh, but I heard, but it came to me that you and Gubby had some differences about shit, whether it was the content, was about whatever it was about, and that's why people feel a certain type of way because they feel like you was being retaliatory against him because of whatever differences y'all had. Now you
Nah,
know,
nah, nah, nah.
yeah,
I'm very straight to the point, gang. Like, at the end of the day, like, he's not facing life for this shit. Like, he's gonna get out. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it ain't like, oh, like a nigga just y'all making it like, oh, a nigga waited till this nigga got locked up to start retaliating. Like, what the fuck going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not. the case. It's exactly what I said it is, as a matter of fact. And it's a situation transpired that looked bad on his name. And if people would have ran with the narrative that they was putting out, it would have been worse than what it already was. And so what I did, in order to keep it from, going as far as what I thought it could have gone, was I jumped in front of it.
This is your headline. This is your head. This is your caption, Tune. Hoover Gumby arrested for aggravated stalking, capitalized aggravated stalking, and capitalized battery on a pregnant woman. No no context involved. Come on, man. Any viewer at the sight of first eye coming from your page is negativity, good brother. When you could have got with ink
The
effect.
title
You
is
could have got
negative. The
with anybody
charge,
on the
the
team.
charge. Hold on. No. I mean, like that's the charge, gang. That's the verbatim, the charge. That's how the charge reads. You making it like I put something on top of that when that's not
You
what
don't
happened.
have to
That's
when
the
that's the
that's the
caption.
actual factual.
You don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to when
because
that's
that's
the
the actual
caption. That
factual.
is
Okay, so if it was up to you, what would you have rather it been? Like what should the title have been?
it wouldn't have been a title. It wouldn't have been a post at all. In
Well,
real
well,
life,
well. In
like you
all
said,
fairness,
So I'm saying
media control or whatever,
in
we'll
all
get
in
the
all
shit in
fairness,
real life before we get in front of cameras. We get
yeah.
shit established in real life before we get in front of cameras.
Facts.
Well, what I'll say is to be fair, in the media aspect of it, I probably would have just put Hoover Gumby arrested. Now, if you went into more details inside of breaking it down, then that's a whole nother thing. But to just flat out put it in the title, motherfuckers ain't even got to watch your video to see what you talking about or see your angle that you covered it or tried to soften the blow or whatever. They just look at your title and then they go run and start putting out their own content with their own context to it.
Ain't even gotta look at the video.
Yeah, they only got to look at the
What's the
video.
word I'm looking for? Not detrimental, but that's wow.
You can drop me off
You
there.
know, that's all I'm saying. Like, if the headline is the headline, I give it to me, it could have just been simply Hoover Gumby arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Look wrong with y'all, special guest.
Oh, man, here you go. I just told him to put me on camera. Come on, man.
Come on with it, Solo Fitness. Come log in with the homies, man.
Man, I pulled up over here. This nigga here talking about wrist and burnt out. What happened to say?
Boy,
Yeah. What were Tune? What happened to Tune?
I guess he backed out. He must have had to reboot.
Man, it's just us. So how y'all feel about everything?
I
yeah,
mean,
I spoke with Toad on the phone, being solo one day. I told him how I kind of felt. You know what I'm saying? And shit. I mean, it is what it is. What it is. Like niggas gonna say they piece, and that's what it is. Like nigga can't stop the media from being media. People gonna run the content, bro. In the content space, it is a such thing as content over everything. You know what I'm saying? But like, you feel me? Like it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's either you
Ain't
gonna,
no friends in this
yeah,
content.
you feel
Ain't
me?
no friends in this content
Yeah,
beings,
but
man.
yeah, facts. But like a nigga don't want no frenemies around either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody is gonna play both sides of the fence.
Cause Tone being disingenuous, man. He done been all up in the videos, dancing. You know what I'm saying? He could play that, but come on, man. When you the first person to drop the news,
Yeah,
come on,
everything
bro.
was a reaction to what he did. Literally.
Literally, everybody, no jumper, the Rick Rocks, the biggest platforms went off of Real Tune TV's initial post about the situation at 3 a.m. in the morning. I was watching it when it happened, good brother. I'm on
Yeah,
YouTube, I'm watching it and everything, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
So
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
saw it. I heard it in his voice, man. You ain't just do that to get in front of something. That ain't how you get in front of something. I'm not a media professional myself, but I know that for a fact. That's not how you do that. That's when you're trying to break a story.
And even more important, is you don't gotta get in front of it. Like if you got your position in the media and you got your presence, you could always soften the blow after anybody else ran with it with your platform and all the numbers you got on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could come back if you really fuck with this person to change the narrative instead of trying to create the narrative.
I'm gonna tell you the unspoken truth about all this is, recently I just seen a lot of the stuff that's being a lot of the content is talking about who stirred up the fake gang war between Cali and Texas, whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no gang war. That's all, you know, niggas just trying to run numbers up. But at the end of the day, like I said, the unspoken truth is about 5, 6 months ago, Gumby told Tony, hey, don't put that out. It was about what was it, like 2 videos, man. One of them was and it didn't Gumby wasn't even in the interview. You feel me? It was related to something with Shreveport. Solo know what I'm talking about.
What's up, Blue?
You
What's
feel
up,
me?
Roger? What up, Blue?
What's up?
Yeah,
I
like
just
I
got
was
in there
saying,
coming
no.
back.
He told him, he say, man, don't put that content out, man, because it's gonna stir up a bunch of shit. It's gonna make niggas feel like they gotta prove something when they really don't. You feel me? And he talking about the homies out there in Fort Worth. That's what the truth is about all of it. It's just, I
Hold
mean,
on, what
like he said,
content what content did he
man,
say not to put out?
the Shreveport content,
The documentary.
the documentary.
Somebody say, oh,
Y'all
when he
hear me?
put out content that said, he says put Fort Worth in the content. Like, come on, man. Like, what's up, bro? Like, what
No,
we
no,
what we
no,
talking
not
Not
about
what
here?
that
is you
one.
talking
Not
about,
that one.
homie?
Like, it's
Not
like you
that one.
looking
We
for
talking
a
about
reason.
way before that. We talking about way before that. We talking about way
That's
before
what,
that.
my point is this, though. How hypocritical is that when you done made content that's in the content, in the title, you saying Fort Worth. But yet,
Hey,
you talking about
bro, that was 5, 6 months ago.
Come on, man.
That was 5, 6 months ago with the Shreveport documentary, maybe 7. And bro told you don't put that out. That's gonna stir up a bunch of bullshit. And then what happened? Look where we at
Man,
right
he
now.
can't tell me what to put out. He can't tell me what to put out and what not to put out. He didn't have
So,
nothing
but
to
the
do with that.
Tries
Like,
to.
hey, look.
hold on,
Now check
real
it
quick,
out. Check it out.
real
You
quick.
absolutely
You
right.
talking
Can't
about
nobody
content that I
tell you
put out.
that. But at the end of the day, you
No,
gotta take accountability for your part. Cause that's where
okay,
all
but
the shit
I'm
stirred up.
not ducking any accountability. I'm not ducking any accountability. That's not what it stirred up. It stirred up when we went to LA. That's where it stirred up. It started up after Pac said that he was gonna groove a HCG member for misrepresenting his set. That's where it stirred up. It didn't stir up when I went to Shreveport. When I went to Shreveport, it just confirmed what the truth was. And as a journalist, I'm not gonna say my only loyalty is to the truth, but as a
There you
journalist,
go.
I have a obligation and a responsibility to put that shit out, man. I wasn't not gonna put that out. You got big homies from Shreveport, big homies from Houston in that house, big homies from Cali in that house, and one nigga say don't put it out. Yeah, he got a vote. He said what he said, and I chose to go forward, and I dealt with the consequences. I got the most backlash. Niggas ain't
Nah,
getting the
you ain't
backlash.
dealt with no consequences
Niggas ain't,
because look,
niggas ain't getting
check
the
it out. See,
backlash. I'm
that's
just
why.
saying.
Listen,
No,
though, that's why
you
you shouldn't deal with anything dealing with the game politics because at the end of the day, you're not gonna be willing to accept any disciplinary action behind any of your actions. Know what I'm saying? You just
hold
keep
on.
moving through traffic,
Okay, so
stirring
let
up
me ask
shit.
you. Let me ask you. No, okay, let's stay right here on the documentary part. What part of that documentary warrants disciplinary action? What part of that documentary
I'm
warrants disciplinary action?
What I said was what
Yeah.
Gumby said. What Gumby told
But
you not
I'm
to
talking to
put
you.
out
I'm talking
because
to you.
what it
You're
was
talking
gonna
about
start.
Gumby. I'm talking to you. I'm
That's what
talking to
I'm
you.
telling you.
You talking about Gumby. So
That's what I'm
I'm
talking
saying,
about.
what documentary, in your opinion, warrants disciplinary action? The documentary that I put out on Streetwear. Go ahead.
He not talking about the content of the documentary. He talking about the
Okay
part where
then.
Gumby said, hold on, let me land. He talking about
So
where Gumby advised you to
Why
not
the
put
fuck
it out.
you
And the
getting
part
so
he was talking about specifically when he said that niggas gonna have to prove they gonna feel like they gotta prove themselves is when them niggas mention say, hey, we don't know none of them niggas over there in such and such. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that we talking about stirred up a lot of
Real
shit that
talk,
you
cause
don't know nothing about.
you played it for us before you even put it out, fam. Real talk. So that's what I'm saying. He said, man, don't put that out. That's gonna stir up some whole other
Don't
shit.
make it though. Don't make this no clubhouse Twitter spaces ass shit, nigga. You know what's going on this bitch, man. Nigga think cause he cut his dread, shit. The past changed, nigga. You know what's going on, good journalist brother. My good
Yeah.
journalist
I ain't
blogger.
gonna lie,
Gumby
I ain't
said
gonna
don't
lie,
put it out.
Tone.
Hold on.
Hey,
No,
he is
fuck all
right,
that.
Tone.
Fuck all that. Gumby, they ain't right. Gumby said don't put it out because Gumby wanted to be the one in it saying the shit. That's why Gumby said don't put it out.
No,
Nah.
He
man.
wanted, yeah,
Gumby ain't never been on there, and what you fail to realize, what you fail to realize,
you speak for Gumby, but
what
you
you
went on the
fail to
phone with me and
realize,
Gumby.
homie,
No, what you
this
fail to
is
realize,
way before you
what you,
even got
no,
involved. What the message was. It wasn't no
that's
it
what I'm
wasn't no
saying. What you
pressure.
fail to
That's
realize.
how y'all took it. It was
That's what I'm
never no
saying.
pressure.
Like you trying to push whatever was going on prior to me on me. That don't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That got something to do with whatever y'all had going on. What has something to do with me is the content that I filmed, the interviews and the questions that I asked, and what I put out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to mix the two, right? Like everybody got their agenda, y'all got y'all agenda, whatever that was. That don't got nothing to do with me. My job was simply to go find the truth. I did that and I put it out. You know what I'm saying? If niggas is mad at that, if niggas ain't mad at
Niggas
that,
ain't
if
niggas ain't mad about the truth.
there's
Niggas ain't mad about the truth. It's just how the
a
truth got
saying
delivered.
that go with that. Hold on, no, the truth got delivered how it's supposed to. There's a saying that go with that. Checking ain't cheating. It's only cheating if you ain't checking. So I had to go check. I went to Shreveport to go check, and I found out. And once I found out, I put together the facts and I released it. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. I sensitized it. That's what I did. And the
The video we went
reality
to the
is that shit needed to be said. It was a lot of facts in there. And instead of niggas looking at the facts, niggas looked at the mess. Niggas ain't look at the message, niggas looked at the mess. But I'm gonna tell you something, since you speaking on what I did, why don't you speak on the fact that I put Duke and Gumby on the phone before they went on the internet? Why don't you speak on the fact that I put Duke and Kunta on the phone before they
we
went? I
talked
mean,
to
Duke.
Kunta, we talked to Kunta.
Hold on,
I talked to
because you
Kunta my
speaking
damn self. Kunta niggas just can't get right.
but
Real niggas just
before you
can't get
even
right.
before you got on the phone with Kunta, I put Gumby and Kunta on the phone. My nigga, talk to Spook from Shreveport and ask what the fuck was going on prior to Gumby doing that sit down in Vegas. Ask them what was going on. So before all the fuck shit started happening on this internet, Real Tune them put the people who were supposed to get together on the phone to figure it out. We were supposed to have some kind of link up. Them niggas got on the internet and turned it into some bullshit. And
Can I land? Can I
let me
land
land.
on
Let
that?
me land. I'm speaking. Let me land.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
On top
Land.
of me putting them on the phone and them supposed to link it up, Gumby gave Kunta permission after Gumby marked out Kunta. He gave Kunta permission to respond to him. Gumby did not like Kunta's responses because Kunta was on some fuck shit. And that's why we're in this predicament. Not because of what the fuck I did. What the fuck I did just had it had a part in it. But we're not gonna sit there and say, oh, Real Tune got these over 40-year-old, two men over 40-year-olds going back and forth on the internet. No, that's not what the fuck going on. A nigga pride got hurt in the commission of them sitting down together. But they should have never even sat down together. It should have been an understanding with the phone, like the phone call. What after I put Gummy on the call with Duke, them niggas should have been able to meet up, and that was the plan. Streetport was supposed to come down here too. See, that's what y'all don't know, and I really feel like I'm saying too
No, that's
much.
what I do know.
No,
That's
okay,
what I
well, if
do know, and that's what I'm.
that's what you do know, then why are you leaving
Hey,
that
look,
out?
this what I'm saying, nigga. When you look, check it out. When you gave him the
Talk
call,
about real tune,
that
putting
was
them
at the
niggas on the
spot.
phone then.
That was at the spot whenever you called Duke and they had that conversation on the phone. Matter of fact, that's when they were sitting up there talking about really getting their program straight. But then you dropped the video right after that conversation. And then they was like, you know what? It is what it is. We ain't doing nothing. Come on, Tone. I was right there when you had the phone call, man.
That's what I'm saying. You saying you was right there, and what you not understanding, it was multiple calls. Like I don't know what you was there for and what you wasn't there for. I know it was multiple calls. I know it was multiple times where niggas was supposed to get together. I know it
Yeah.
was multiple times when shit was supposed to get clear.
Yeah. Well, shit. Hey,
Shreveport get
one thing I
involved
know and two for
until
certain,
the
that's
interview
neither
got
here nor
dropped.
there. Now that don't
Hold
even
on, hold
matter.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
You
hold on,
feel me?
hold on, hold on. Hold on, let me land. Shreveport didn't get involved until the interview with Shreveport got dropped. So there was no reason for me to put Shreveport on the phone with Duke or Shreveport on the phone with this person and that person. Like, that wasn't going on till the interview got dropped. Different individuals wanted to push what they wanted to push, and they did that. But you're not gonna put all that on real tune. Like, give me credit for what I earned. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give me credit for what I earned. What I earned, and I'll tell you what I earned. I'll tell you
Them
exactly what I put
views.
out there.
Them
What I put
views.
out there for
This,
show them
this,
views, but what I put out there was the truth. Was that I put out there where the confusion came from and why. That's what I put out there. That's what I put out there. I put out there the history of Sam coming from California to Louisiana via the drug trade, migrating to Houston, leaving Houston, and that's
Hey,
what
but
that was. I
it's
put out the
holes in that
history
okay,
of
story
Lil
too,
but
Rain
though.
but but the
moving to
part, but
Fort
It's
the
Worth.
part,
holes in
That's
that
what I put out
story.
this,
there.
but hold on. This is the part that we talking about. We talking about the part that you was supposed to
Y'all
interview who
bringing
was
up
at the
several
barbershop.
points. It's several points. Be sure
Yeah,
you got
but
1 point and bro got 1 point. So it's several points. Like nigga not saying 1 point.
yeah, I understand that. But what I'm saying, okay,
It's
Sean
gonna
said something else.
start.
What I'm saying on my end, like certain parts of the barbershop, if you was gonna take the truth out and put the truth out, you should have took the narrative and be like, hey, look, they went out there to kill all the drama. They went out there to show y'all the narrative. This is what the narrative. The cause y'all ripping ain't no cause. This is the cause. The cause is 5 Deuce HGC. You know what I'm saying? It's Hoover against the Crip. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cause that y'all reckon that y'all dying for is not actually the cause that y'all actually dying for. You could have put any one of them niggas, you could have put Percy, any one of them niggas on the plane and sent them to LA. So they could have got proper. You know what I'm saying? That was the cause to come back to Texas and show everybody the real narrative. Niggas in prison right now is getting into it behind that cause.
Hey,
Like
Yeah, but
man.
see, hold on,
I
but
came
hold
home
on.
not that long
Hey,
ago.
hey, but hold on, V Short though. From my understanding though, is that Percy didn't want to go to LA because for whatever reasons.
I
I
seen the
agree.
video.
Hey,
I ain't trying to pardon y'all. I ain't trying to
hey,
cut y'all but look, on my H, I seen the video. I think I got that shit on one of my old pages. That nigga wanted to go to LA. Nigga say, man, I guess I won't be going to Cali. I guess I won't get a chance to walk down Hoover Street smoking some Cali bud. I swear.
hey,
That
hey, I'm,
nigga said that on Hoover, that nigga said that.
hey, bro,
I saw
listen,
that. I
listen.
saw that.
Hey, Percy been publicly denying going to California. He turned down no
Man, that
jumper.
nigga wanted to go to the
Hey,
set,
I'm
cuz.
telling you, hey,
Tell him to
hold on now,
go.
cause I ain't gonna defend nobody, but I'm gonna speak the truth too. Because we interview Percy on our platform all the time. I've talked to Percy even when all of this went down on lives. Like, so Percy did not want to go to California. Me personally, I felt like Percy should have been there. And still, even if Solo was there or didn't go, Percy should have been there. I felt like that. But it was Percy that didn't want to go there or be involved with the California shit. Percy had been publicly dissing California, even in interviews he did on Trade Platform with us.
I was gonna say, I think I seen Gotti the video with Solo. That nigga said, man, I guess I won't be walking down Hoover Street. I guess I won't get a chance to smoke no Cali bud. That nigga said that. That nigga wanted to go to Hoover Street. That nigga was fucked up because he wanted to rob his homies in Fort Worth with the narrative that they had. But Percy really said ain't nothing wrong with getting proper. If J Dog can come on a live platform and say the same thing, he had it wrong and he can get it proper.
Hey,
What's wrong with anybody else
hey,
saying the same thing?
check it out real quick, Groove. This what I want to say. Low key, that's what Tune is saying though. Because that phone call that we talking about, when Duke and Gumby was on the phone, that's what Duke was talking about. They was finna link up and get property, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, some whole other shit happened. You feel me?
But when we was on the phone, okay, with me and Street, he was with me and Top
Bro,
Shot.
the Wi-Fi so fucking trash.
With me, we was on the phone with Kunta. Kunta already had his own. How can you say this? He had his own mentor already for it, so he already knew what he wanted to do. You
Yeah,
know what
but
I'm saying?
see, but see, but you talking, you really talking about some recent shit, cuz because I mean, it was a time he was on the same thing that I'm saying right now with Duke.
Yeah,
Real
Duke said the
talk.
same thing too.
Like real talk, I ain't gonna do no line, and a nigga
But
got
then he
this
switched up
bitch.
the narrative though.
Let me say something.
It's just once all this other shit hit the internet, man, you know.
No, doggy.
But I'm gonna leave that alone, man. Shit, a
Let
nigga
me
that
let me
went too far
let
up
me
into that bullshit.
interject.
That's
Let me
nothing.
interject, man. Let me interject real quick and say something, bruh. The whole time all this shit been going on, I ain't gonna lie. You know, y'all know me. I be in the shadows, be quiet. You know what I'm saying, bruh? I just did 20 years, man. 20 years down there, day for day, nonstop. When I first went to the penitentiary in 2001, my nigga, I was the only nigga down there with the HGC, except for like maybe 10 niggas. I was on the unit with Duke. I was on color unit with Duke. Duke, my nigga. Duke told me straight up, he was like, look, cuz, a lot of these niggas is lost. Duke knew the narrative. Duke knew the narrative. Duke, my nigga. Duke knew, he spoke for the unit. He knew the narrative. But Duke told me like this. He said, cuz, these prison politics is not it. In so many words, he was telling me, he was like, man, look, cuz, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, I'm like, man, I'm not trying to hear that shit, nigga. I'm HGC. I'm a Houston nigga. I'm HGC. I don't give a fuck. My line straight from Cali. I'm a rep through our rep. My nigga, I seen niggas get smashed out. I seen niggas switch up the narrative. I seen niggas that I know from the streets from Houston that was HGC niggas in the world come down there and get HCG tattooed on them. Like, cuz, what the fuck is you doing? Like, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, now, like I told Solo, now that I've been out 4 years, and now all this shit is going on with the internet, I laugh at it because a lot of these same niggas, Kunta, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these same niggas was down there super duper politicking, bro, and didn't really know nothing. Like I used to argue with these niggas and tell these niggas, hey man, look, this the history, cuz. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to listen because you feel like that you got the chair because in the penitentiary it was more Hoover niggas from Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, okay, y'all niggas are okay, bro, cool, whatever. It was so bad to the point to where a lot of the Houston niggas was feeling like they was being misled themselves, but nigga, you got the right narrative, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that all this bullshit going on, everybody gotta say so. Everybody okay with them. Man, say man, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all keep on pushing. Keep pushing. If a nigga don't like it, guess what? So what? They gonna get right. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They gonna
And,
get right.
and, and let me say this. Let me say this.
hey,
That's
hold
the
on,
only
Tune.
thing that I'm gonna be guilty for. I'm gonna accept accountability right there for uncovering the truth,
Hey, no,
right? Because go
hold
ahead.
on, Tune. Because I publicly defended you on this point before, and I'm gonna keep doing it. It ain't, bro. You needed to bring it to the internet because most niggas is getting their information from the internet, period, whether they act like they do or they don't. We can go
Facts.
mouth to mouth and let the word travel in the streets and niggas still ain't listening. When it got put on the front screen, that shit was necessary. Now, how people felt about it or whatever insecurities about themselves it exposed, that's just what happened. A hurt dog gon' holler. You know what I'm saying? So you
And
can't be
Gumby
mad.
did tell me niggas was gonna feel the type of way about the information. And
Bro,
it was
right.
up to me. After that, it was up to me to move forward or not to move forward with it.
Yeah, see, my only thing is
I
that no
decided to move
platforms was
forward with it.
actually giving the HGC nigga the platform to really get the story out. Everybody that was actually getting media time or getting, you know what I'm saying, pushing the narrative was the people that was from Fort Worth pushing the HCG shit, i.e. Percy, Kunta, and everybody else. It wasn't that many people that was HGC that was actually getting a chance to sit down and get this shit cleared up or even be able to say or speak their
The
experiences.
niggas, bro, like I'm gonna just keep it all the way G, and like I'm not trying to go too far with it, but the niggas, most niggas from Houston didn't even know what it like, what the script was at the time when I
So,
first started this. Like this was 2020 when I did the documentary over J Dub over Fort Worth, and I covered the Hoovers out there. Like most niggas didn't know what it was, gang. Like just keep it. That's just keeping it all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I went to Cali, I'm not knowing what niggas know and what niggas don't. I don't even care about that. That's not what I cared about. I'm just knowing what I'm knowing, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of why we even got this shit down here in the first place. You see what I'm saying? And so, like I say, I could take a responsibility for, oh, some egos got hurt after the truth came out because, there was two sides to the coin down here in Texas because niggas didn't really know. I could take that. But what I can't take is niggas like, oh, Tune, this is your fault. These niggas is beefing and these niggas got our set looking weak and so on and so forth. Nah, nigga, that's their fault. Nigga, don't blame me for what no grown man doing on this here internet. And I told bro that Kunta was a hoe from the jump. Ask Gumby
man,
that. Next time you talk to Gumby, ask him what the Tune tell you about Kunta.
bro, Kunta's a non-factor, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So why is we bringing him up, bro?
Man, listen, and I would say this, they
That
can
look, look,
record it.
look. So let me. This bro that
Any
just
nigga
got
that
out
was,
of jail.
any nigga that was in penitentiary from 2001 to 4 years, nigga, I just came home 4 years ago. My little brother down there right now with life without parole. I go to the penitentiary, nigga, once, twice a month. I talk to these niggas every day. I'm not gonna lie, my nigga. I was down to thrashing them niggas' ass. I was down to thrashing niggas. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Coulter's another factor. Duke, a factor. Duke, my nigga. I love Duke to death.
Okay, so stop right
You know
there.
what I'm
Stop
saying?
right there at Duke, right? Because I'm the one who put Duke on the phone with Gumby. So when all of this is going on, when I'm seeing what's about to transpire, I'm looking at the Percy situation, I'm looking at the Kunta situation, I'm looking at the Gumby situation, and I realized that what Gumby is arguing is not, he's not even talking to Percy. Like Percy's just a figure, right? But it's
Person's a
like, so I'm
politician,
like,
brother.
okay, you don't need to be speaking to Percy. You don't need to be speaking to Kunta. I put him to who he directly needs to speak to. Directly.
Yeah.
Whatever transpired after that is they fault. Don't and this is what I'm telling bro. Where bro at? I don't see bro on here. This is
I'm
what I'm
right
telling
here.
bro. There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. There, yeah, show your face. Yeah. Anything after that is they fault. I didn't tell Gumby, hey, go do some content with Kunta and address your point. As a matter of fact, when that content came out with Gumby and Kunta, I called both Gumby and Kunta and told them I didn't like that shit.
But me and Gubby
Period.
sat back on FaceTime. Me and Gubby sat back on FaceTime and laughed at the situation.
It's funny, bro. It's laughable.
So did.
But but that situation
Tell you
led
right
to
there.
Kunta. So look, so after that, now Gumby feel bad for Kunta because Gumby got a heart. Gumby tells Kunta, you can respond, bro. You got it, bro. You can say what you gotta say. It's good, bro. Kunta took it to make 20 different interviews about this nigga. So now I'm interviewing Gumby about other shit. Like I'm trying to take Gumby to the moon. Like, okay, like I got the formula already because I've done it with Percy, I've done it with Bounty Hunter Beach. I've done this shit. I've been doing this shit. So like I'm like, okay, let's take it there. But Gumby wants to respond to Kunta. And he damn near need to because Kunta's working on his 20th interview on this nigga. So it's like it's like I don't know, bro. Like I feel like niggas is, you know what I'm saying? Like certain shit, yeah, involve me. Give me my responsibility for like the shit I was involved in, but don't put the bullshit or the fuck shit on me, right? And these is different situations from me speaking on Gumby charges. Like now we speaking on the actual issue at hand, but like I don't know, bro. I feel like niggas trying to blame Tune for any little fucking thing. Like damn, like how that work? Am I that powerful? Y'all giving me more power than what I got. I'm a student. I'm not the master. I'm the student. I just happen to be the one shining the light. I'm not even a nigga
Stop fucking
speaking. I
calling
just
that
started
group,
speaking when Gumby got
gang.
locked up is when I start talking. Because
I'm
at
finna
that
talk.
point it's like, okay, Gumby gone,
I'm finna
and this
off
nigga
on that
Kunta
bitch.
around still like just being a hoe. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the lying. I'm tired of the deceit. I got a recorded phone call of this nigga admitting that he's lying. Admitting that like he been keeping this shit up. Like I got a video of a nigga from your hood taking your car and Gumby locked up. So I'm like, fuck, like I just want to squash not all the bullshit, right? Cause it's an open conversation that's for y'all to deal with. But I want to squash the whole shit that's keeping it from being a productive conversation, which is the individuals that are here on this internet discussing it. You see what I'm saying? My plane landed.
Well, it sure don't help you shine a light on the Chargers, my boy. I tell you that.
Damn, I can't hear shit, man.
I tell you that. It sure don't help shine a light on them Chargers the way your caption look, my boy. Cause that's the content everybody running with is your content, and it don't look packaged well, my boy.
And then, bro, Tone, you gotta clear the shit up with Solo, man, cause niggas thinking that Solo just gave out the pass and just, you know what I'm saying, just be the reason why we the topic and shit. Like, nah, like that shit gotta get cleaned up. Like, nah, that's a bad look.
He might need to back out. He probably can't hear us right now. Look like he froze over there.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the shit, I don't know, but I'm still trying to get used to the internet shit because a lot of the shit that we doing, man. I mean, y'all know, man. Y'all know if this would have been 10, 15, 20 years ago, we wouldn't be doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Square business.
Yeah,
But now
yeah.
we have a voice. Like cuz was trying to give me forever to like do like Mike D. That's my big homie, man. Mike D been trying to get me forever to do an interview since I've been home. And I'm like, man, I don't know because I know once we get to talking, certain things like get said that don't need to be said. You know what I'm saying?
I just got back. I ain't hear that last part. What you say, cuz? I ain't hear that last part.
No, I'm saying about this internet shit, like, you know, like we get a little loose sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you know, like we just really have to tighten ourselves up. We have to tighten up ourselves, man, on what we talk about ourselves. I mean, bro, as far as the history and shit, we can talk about that all day. My nigga, listen, you can type it up you can type it up in a Google search engine, and they'll tell you more shit than half these niggas know. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if a nigga don't know it, I ain't tell a nigga the right way. You know what I'm saying? But
It's really
still,
just about how niggas doing it. Like you said, niggas move a little bit loose on these platforms with certain bloggers and certain people that we having a conversation with, and they run off with these captions, these clips, and they run off. They just trying to go viral on certain shit. But
bro,
you just link up with the right ones and had a conversation with the right people, and they come out like it's supposed to and get packaged like it's supposed to.
And that
bro,
was the purpose for this live to let everybody know we gotta control our own narrative, and that's how we do it. We have meetings amongst ourselves, and then nigga, we the ones that distribute what we want the motherfuckers to know.
yeah, correct.
That
Everything I said, correct.
these other niggas run with everything and just go fuck that. Now y'all gotta tap in with us before y'all speak on the set. You know what I mean?
Man,
That's
man, cuz this true story. I'll never forget, man, when Tookie dropped the Blu-rays Black Edition, the book, nigga, I'm in Sage. And you got white boys, you got Mexicans, you got all these other gangs ordering the book so they can read the book. You know what I'm saying? And say they reading the book and they calling me like in the penitentiary, they was calling me my old name, my Peanut. So they like, hey Peanut, uh, I see him when he talking about HGC. Hey Peanut, what you think about this? They reading this book like it's a history book. You know what I'm saying? And you had niggas that was supposed to be these super crip niggas in the world. Niggas get in the book and try to study it to get some history out of it. But in my mind, I'm like, my nigga, I'm a crip for real. I don't need to read this book because I know that this nigga is throwing y'all off on a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
got to. He not gonna tell the true story. But it took me forever to just say, fuck it, I'm gonna go and buy the book. I bought the book, read the book, and just like I said, you know what I'm saying? The homie was he giving y'all some real shit, but he put a smoke cloud over a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This shit, bro. This shit got so weak, man. This shit got weak in the bitch. We gotta
It
restrict
do show you
ourselves.
the value of us, though. It show you the value that we have right here. That all these other people or certain people want to just run off and try to make a quick buck or make a buck off of it going viral, but we can do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I still tell Gumby all the time, like, bro, we don't need these niggas no more. It was a point in time where a nigga needed that joke to get into that internet cloud. But at this
Right.
point, it's over with. We can keep everything in house at this point. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, we control the narrative ourselves now. That's a fact. That is a fact.
And niggas like Toon, I still stand on it, man. Like, nigga, you knew what you was doing with that caption, nigga. Come on, man.
Man, I seen that when I first came home, I had watched the video that Tune did with Ren when he was in the house and shit. And I was like, damn. And me and Boog, the one that's into it with Cuz or not me and Boog, me and Gorilla, we was sitting back watching at the house. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like in my mind, I'm like, this nigga Ren let the nigga out of the house and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still, I'm still in that throwback mind frame, like, nigga, we don't do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Solo. I'm like, "Cuz, what the fuck y'all got going on?" He was like, "Nah, nigga, it ain't like that no more." Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, we on TV. I'm like, "All right, cuz, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't fucking with that." But now I understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm. That shit, it's a good and a bad to it, man. You know what I'm saying?
V Short.
Bro, stepped away for a second, real quick.
What Solo ass say?
Man,
Trying to
that's
stay
a
off your camera.
$1 million question.
This nigga just text me. I just text Solo. I'm like, "Cuz, I'm just not getting up." He was like, "Man, just don't get on there whenever you're ready." Nigga, where the fuck is you at?
Who?
Solo ass.
That nigga probably ain't nowhere far, but he probably ain't trying to get on no goddamn camera.
V Short just tried to put him on camera. He talking about he don't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
It's too
Look, that
late.
nigga he in
Oh,
the
it's camera
comments talking
time,
about I'm
man.
right here, camera shy.
It's
Bullshit.
camera time, Solo. Come on, man.
Talking about he camera shy. Solo.
Ask her.
Bullshit.
Solo on his house. Yeah. Somebody just got your name.
I'm gonna get your ass on this camera, nigga.
Who said my name, man? Huh?
Hey, I said your name. Ah, what's up, boy? That's my nigga, man.
So, you know. But yeah, they just got the narrative wrong, you know what I'm saying? It's all about trying to help them get it right. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are like kids. You know. Solo. Let's clear the up. Hockey spoke on Solo, and we're gonna clear that narrative up too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that right, Fish?
Oh, we can't wait for that one. That's the
You know
one
what I'm
right
saying?
there.
Hockey say Solo was the one that got real tune to pass to the Hoovers.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? So Hockey felt some type of way. We you know we ain't going for that. You know we ain't going for that.
I'm
Just like the
lost. I'm lost. Wait. I'm lost.
It's yeah.
Real tune not a homie?
nah, he not a homie.
Bruh. Wait. Bro, I've been this whole time I've been thinking this nigga Real Tune was a homie because the way he be with the homies all the time.
Nah, he not a homie.
He be with us though. I ain't gonna lie, he be with us though.
So why?
That's why I said what I said. I ain't trying to say like, nah, you ain't just that, but brother, you be in the mix a little heavy now to not to be disingenuous about how you delivered that message
So why?
about
So why? Nothing, man. Let me shut up.
These are called the chicken.
He said Adam back.
He's like Adam back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I thought Real Two was a homie this whole time.
Hold on, let me add him back. He said he want to add it back. Real Tune, bring you back to the live. Child time.
Child time.
Child time. Bring him back.
Yeah,
I'm
He in here. Child
Well,
time, Real Tune.
let me say a few things real quick. Because my name's steady getting spoke on and brought up. Um, it's crazy. Like people, y'all speaking on Solo and y'all saying shit like, "Oh, Hockley said that." Bro, quit. Like Hockley. First off, Hockley is a Rolling 60 member. Like, what is he to tell Solo about what y'all got going on, or speak on what I got going on with y'all? Like, that shouldn't even be a conversation that we having. Like, that's disingenuous to me to even like bring Solo name up in that regard. You know what I'm saying? Like, put some respect on what Solo got going on. And since Solo camera shy and he don't want to speak on him quote unquote giving me a pass, let me explain the dynamic of what was
Hey,
We
going
done
hey,
on.
already
hey,
got on
stall,
hockey
hey,
ass about
stall
it.
out on how you
I,
handle the
we
homie
done
though,
already got
man.
on hockey ass about
Real
it, man.
talk.
Now I'm
How you
just
want
saying
us
it
to
because
come?
niggas speaking on it. So shit, I'm
Yeah,
here.
but you
I'm the one
talking
in
about
question.
you talking about camera shy and all that. He got whatever reason he ain't on the camera right now.
Oh, so now I'm dissing Solo because I come in here defending. Man, come on, bro, with the
Hey,
cap, bro.
speak your piece, man.
I'm just saying though. So when because I did the interview at Ren House, right? That bro just brought up when
right.
Joe Boogie. I
Yeah,
knew Joe Boogie
yeah.
before.
We don't speak on
So
Ho
let me
Boogie
just
on this
can I
platform. We don't speak
okay,
on
well I'm
Ho
just
Boogie on this platform.
okay.
He's not from FD.
That's that's correct.
Okay,
Now
well,
next,
I'm gonna leave that portion alone right there.
you know, the only reason why we
I
spoke
just
up on
know
hockey because hockey. The only reason why we spoke up on hockey because hockey spoke up on
I
Solo.
just know it's so
Hockey,
disingenuous. It's disingenuous to me though when bro say he was sitting up there with Boog laughing at that shit when Boog was right there. Like I was there. Man, I don't even want to go into detail on bro, but I remember when I came down there to do that interview. I was living in Atlanta at the time, and I
yeah.
came down there. Boog was not a Hoover. I don't know if he had just started coming around or what it was, but like I had met bro before then. Like it was like right around that time. So I don't know how you even laughing at like that's weird to me. But I'm not gonna press that issue. You know what I'm saying? My thing with the Solo situation is this. Solo saw that I was doing documentary work in Fort Worth, bro. Like I had shit turned to the point to where the narrative that people were taking outside of the state, and I'm not even knowing this, like I'm just doing what I do, right? But the narrative that people were taking outside of the state is what was being put out there from Fort Worth via Real Tune. Solo saw that and he wanted to correct whatever was going on and put out the history of what Houston had going on. And so that's the only reason I was there doing what I did. You feel me? And it wasn't nothing bad about it. Like, man, Ren showed so much love, bro. Like, it was actually it was a great conversation. Like, it was great historical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like and so I just wanted to say that in Solo defense because people making it as if like Solo was on some internet shit when Solo was really clearing the air. You know what I'm saying? And showcasing what was really going on. But going back to as far as the Gumby shit, I see bro them opinion ain't gonna change. So I won't go back and forth on that. You know what I'm saying? The title, I'm looking at the title. The title was fucked up. That's my specialty. Okay. It's hard for me to like if a nigga tell me to go, like once I go, it's like I only know one way, gang, and that's the right way to do it. So if the title was just so bad. Like yeah, I mean that's what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I do. Like I'm not trying to make the title bad. I'm just doing my job with it. But as far as what I thought the best move, yeah, speaking on that shit was the best move. Breaking the story was the best move. If a nigga mad at the title that I did, I mean, hey man, that's the title. You know what I'm saying? My titles be all the titles be fucked up. I ain't had one good title since I started doing YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's the nature of the beast. I don't understand how a nigga could have softened the blow. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't heard a nigga say how the blow could have been softened, especially when the title was the actual charge. Hoover gonna be arrested for XYZ. I didn't put the old charges on the title. I put the new charge. And then I broke it down as well as broke it down with empathy,
That's
put
my
my
that's my
put
question.
put myself out there and was vulnerable with that, and niggas still, oh, this nigga just disingenuous. This nigga's a hoe. God damn, gang. Like, what you want me to do? Like, at the end of the day, I'm media. I'm a journalist. I'm covering my artist. He's my artist.
Yeah,
Like, what do you want me to do?
but
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's my investment. I done invested all this time, over 7, 8 months with this nigga. And now he got a bunch of shit going on to where it's like it just looks bad on bro. And it's like it's time to address it. And he's not here to address it for himself.
look,
Ain't
Tone,
nobody
check
else
this out.
addressing it for bro.
But hold on, Tone, check this out, Tone.
Yeah, ain't
This
nobody
how.
else
But
addressing shit.
hold on.
Everybody else quiet. So Tune speaking.
Well, I've been about, but it's a way we could have
Go
all
ahead though.
addressed
I'm
it. You
quiet.
know what I'm saying? It's a way we could have all addressed it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Hold on. Fuck.
Man.
But well, the $6 deal is a 650 with mash and cookie jar. But no, that's why you could have did it, real time. You could have did it a better way. You could have did it like Gumby got arrested, or you could have put out the Gumby is incarcerated. You could have did it any type of other way. You know what I'm saying? And hold the charges and stuff. When somebody aired out, you could have went in Gumby defense.
Thanks.
Like it was other kind of ways. Hold on, he coming back. Coming back. You hear me? You hear me, Tune?
I ain't hear you. That's why I hopped off so I could
I
listen.
said, I said, when Gumby got incarcerated, you could have like, you know what I'm saying, just added to people like, okay, Gumby been incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? You could have hold the charges until somebody got the dropping, until somebody got the dropping the charges. You could have been in Gumby defense. Hey, look, my client is my artist. You know what I'm saying? Is such and such. You know what I'm saying? Until he got home to defend his own self. You see what I'm coming from?
That's not how it works, bro. Unfortunately, soon as a nigga hear Gumby or find out Gumby locked up, they researching that shit and they gonna put it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, in theory, it sound good. Like, it sound good, but you forget you dealing with a nigga that beat death row, right? Like, you forget you dealing with a public figure that has millions of views on YouTube across several platforms. You forget you dealing with a nigga who done just went viral after I don't want to use the word being exposed on a phone call, but it was like he that just happened and everybody in LA been talking about that shit, right? Like, so, like, that's who you dealing with. So nah, it ain't no you could just say this and leave it at that and it's gonna be sweet and it's gonna get brushed under the rug. It ain't gonna happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So I hate to be the person to rip off the scab, like, but that's what I felt like was best. And I felt like if a nigga would have hollered at me before responding, a nigga could have probably responded with some more player shit and like moved a little better with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's beyond me. Niggas heard it, and I guess through the grapevine heard our tone on this type of time, whoop de whoop. When most of the niggas saying shit like that really was against Tune and Gummy working together from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And hating on what Tune done been able to build with Gumby from the jump. So, I'm just not with all the skewedness. You know what I'm saying? My narrative being skewed on what I was trying to do and how I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it sounded bad. Like, ain't no way to make that shit sound good. Like, it's not one of them charges that just sound good. Don't no charge period sound good. But it's like, damn, like, Y'all just going, oh man, Tune straight mark for XYZ, XYZ. You could say that you don't like the way Tune covered it, but you can't tell me that, like, well, I mean, I guess you can if you don't know better, but you can't tell me that to sway the narrative, sometimes you got to get in front of the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it'll be cool to just sit back and let everybody else talk that shit about them, but like, nah, that ain't what I've decided was the best.
I ain't gonna lie, that wasn't gonna happen because I was gonna come and say my 2 cents. I ain't gonna even lie. If anybody bashing any one of my homies, I'm gonna come speak up on it. Especially if I know some, I'm definitely gonna speak up on it. I wasn't gonna let nobody slander Gumby name regardless. That's why the homies on the platform right now. We wasn't gonna let nobody get away with slandering Gumby name. We was gonna give you facts. Like a nigga took an interview and just went, I don't know, a nigga took an interview and just went the wrong way with it, but we wasn't feeling that shit. So that's why we all up on here speaking our piece. I'm glad you joined the conversation so you can see our point of view too. You know what I'm saying? But all we saying, you know what I'm saying, before that decision made, before you went and before you went and did your thing, you know what I'm saying, which we ain't knocking, you should have hollered at one of the homies, you know what I'm saying? So we could all been on the same page before we dropped it.
Let me address bro that was saying he thought Tune was a homie. Is bro still on here?
Yeah, you know him.
Yeah, yo.
So the reason you might feel like that is because before I came out, the Hoovers was blackballed nationwide. Wasn't
Well,
nobody doing interviews with the Hoovers. When nobody speak, like when nobody giving the Hoovers a platform, niggas. Not only was the Hoovers blackballed, niggas scared of the Hoovers because of shit like this. You know
I
what I'm
mean, I ain't
saying?
gonna
Niggas
lie,
looking at the niggas looking
I
at the
thought,
trick bag. I be getting put in like, man, I'm not fucking with that shit.
I thought you was a homer just off the fact that, I mean, like I say, nigga, I came home and I seen the video and I'm not thinking about a nigga letting nobody else into this Hoover house but a Hoover. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm like, okay, damn. Then I started seeing the videos. Every time I see a video that you do, you with gang members. You know what I'm saying? You with the homies. So I was like, okay. I always just assumed that you was a homie. I ain't never let you press it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
like I ain't never seen you locking up no H's and no C's and then I just assumed because I've never even asked nobody. I just assumed because I always see you with the homies. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I spill it. I spill it not. But before, like, I've been doing this before the Hoover content. The Hoover content was really the last of everything. Because before the Hoovers, I had interviewed the Bloods. Stop Six and all the I did a whole bunch of shit, bro. Like, this just a part of that. But this was a big part. Like, this was big. And I never intended for it to be this big. Like, I ain't that's the one thing I did not intend for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I underestimated how far things might go. Not because of per se what I was doing, but more so because of niggas wanting to self-aggrandize themselves. Niggas wanting to be on camera. Niggas wanting to become OG Percy. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas wanting to be the face of the fucking internet. For the just for the sake of being the face of the internet, not because niggas was trying to prove a point. And it fucked a lot of shit up, bro. And it got a lot of niggas fucked up too. It really embarrassed Fort Worth. And it's sad for me because I don't got no qualms with Fort Worth. I love Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole reason I even got involved in that conversation is because, like I say, one of my little partners got killed. And I actually saved a nigga who was HCG. I didn't care about what he was. He was a black man who needed you know what I'm saying, some assistance. And that's how that shit came about. But it's like niggas done took it and turned this shit into some whole internet shit. When I was growing up, you never even saw a Hoover nigga on the internet. That wasn't a thing. Like, that
Right.
wasn't a thing when I was growing up. You ain't see no gang members on the internet. Now it seemed like most gang members can't wait to get on the internet to speak their piece. You know what I'm saying?
It's because they didn't know they could make $1 off the internet.
Yeah. You got niggas in jail in California going live every day. Who's, all that shit.
Yeah, but my thing is this though. You can do that and not be a goofy. You can do that and not be a bad representation of your section. You see what I'm saying? Like, And my only problem with niggas being goofies and being bad representations is it for some odd reason it stay falling back on real tune. It don't matter who platform it come on. It don't matter who it is. It just stay falling back on real tune. Like damn, like give me my credit for what I earned, not for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I can successfully give you credit for making OG Percy the face of the Crip shit in a sense for Texas. And when people found out that he was pushing a flawed narrative, it trickled down and made everything look that much worse.
I ain't gonna lie. That interview you posted with OG Percy talking about he was whooping
That's the truth.
HGC in jail. That's where a lot of this shit come from.
Say that again. Hold on. Say that last part again.
A lot of this shit come from when you did that interview with Percy. When he was like he was whooping HGC niggas in jail. That's where this interview really come from. That's why.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
why
And
dude stepped up.
so
That's why
that
dude stepped up and
interview.
let him know like you got it wrong. Like nah, nigga, HGC is what it was. Like nah, that's where this shit could really come from. Behind Percy saying he was whooping HGC niggas in prison. Like yeah.
Man. No comment.
And then so let me go a step further. And then niggas tried to say I was lying. Like when I was like, oh, there was beef between ACG and HGC niggas in Texas and TDC. Niggas came out and said Tune was lying. And I'm like, damn, like why is it so much? Like all I'm trying to do is push the truth. You know what I'm saying? And get niggas to stop beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know though, man. I'm out
I
the
would say
combo.
I wouldn't say that there was beef. You know what I'm saying? But it was most definitely in the early stage. Yeah, it was tension. It was tension like a motherfucker. A nigga ain't never touched me. A nigga ain't never touched me behind me. I'm like, look, I'm like, look. But I done seen other niggas get pressed.
See?
What's that? Why is that doing that? What's that noise?
But no,
That's somebody. That's somebody. Who phone that is?
Somebody need to mute their phone.
Yeah.
I think I'm cousin shit.
Like I say, shit. That's the same shit. That's the same shit I was trying to tell niggas. Like niggas taking the narrative and running the wrong way with it when niggas trying to guide you niggas and give you niggas the script. Y'all took something that was a jailhouse cause. Y'all took
No,
it
I
and
can't
ran
hear
with it, make it
shit.
something bigger.
I'm
I
done
don't know.
though. Okay, my point.
That shit, man. That shit. I ain't gonna lie. What really needs to happen?
No,
Some
131.
kind of way, bro. A nigga need to have a few niggas on this bitch that was actually down there that could speak the truth. Not just me. Just I mean a few niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That can speak the truth from different visuals. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I was on Cully 2001. That bitch is called Crip and Cully. It wasn't nothing but Fort Worth to Dallas niggas over there. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The Houston niggas that pulled up, it wasn't that many of us. Nigga, it was only eight. It was only eight niggas in the whole TDC system that was repping HGC in 2001. Eight niggas. But it was so bad to the point to where nigga the gang officer was telling niggas like, hey man, you from Houston and you're a Crip, you might not want to represent it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was lost. They thought that Fort Worth was like the fucking. They thought Fort Worth was the land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was crazy, bro. It was a crazy time. I wasn't trying to hear that shit though. I would, man. Duke could tell you, bro. Them niggas be like, man, this nigga is a maniac. Cause I wasn't trying to hear that shit. But it just, I was blessed to be in a situation where the Dallas niggas, all of the sevens from Dallas, the GC niggas from Dallas, they was fucking with me tough. So they was like, look, cuz, nigga, you Hoover gangster crip, you're a gangster crip, we're gonna rock with you. So every time some fuck shit happened, them niggas was right there, you know what I'm saying? And that was and the sevens was like the strongest thing TDC at that time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was like, man, they was the strongest thing. So but as the years progressed, you started seeing more niggas pulling up. Shit started getting easier, you know what I'm saying? So you had more niggas pulling up. And then I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the truth, bro. a lot of the Houston Mexicans kept the HGC alive too down there. It was just bro, prison. That shit, man. Because I don't even really like talking about the prison gang shit because, like, my nigga, that shit, it's not even a real world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
niggas get put down in the day room. My nigga, I'm not putting no niggas down. I'm not helping no niggas get put down. I'm not, no, nigga, I'm not. If you a hoe, nigga, you can't stand on your own 2 feet, nigga, I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gotta be solid to be around me, nigga. Like, I done had my times where I spoke for the whole unit. I done had my times where I was speaking for the pod, for the dorm. My nigga, I run a whole different type of program, bro. So I'm not with all of those friendly ass, gay ass, popularity ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had niggas pulling up, you know, a nigga might be a full live mark from a whole nother unit because the nigga got a little money or something that let the nigga slide through. Man, I don't care about none of that shit. Cause that's you know, so you have situations like what we going through right now. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying. That's about getting the narrative right. But what I'm finna say, I'm gonna end this episode tonight, and we're gonna pick this episode back up on, I say, Wednesday. Wednesday be good for everybody.
I'll be in New Orleans. I'm on it though. Hey, man.
All right, I had I'll send you the link. We're gonna finish this episode up on Tuesday. We'll bring some more special guests out too.
All right, that's a bit.
All right, MHL, Birds.
Birds.
Birds.